Blue Carousel, yeah, that's gotta be one.
Yeah, it's definitely Blue Carousel.
What else is like neon? What is the other one? It's like pink, right?
This is raspberry vodka with artificial flavor and certified color added.
You don't even know.
Ooh, certified color.
Blue Carousel.
Yeah, when you first did that, you had no idea what that drink was. I think didn't you just get it at a bar and like, oh, this is really good, and then
I mean, we were already kind of hammered.
We were.
And like we were just bar hopping, and that was the last one we went to, and they just had it was their special.
Right. You got it for cheap, yeah.
And you're right, it was like $3.
Right.
$3 Canadian.
Right, which is like
makes it worse.
Ooh.
Right?
That day is like 35 cents.
Well, let's say that's like a couple planks of wood and a button.
Well, this was it was $3 Canadian, and I drank like 15 of them.
Yeah.
And then
no, that's not even a joke. You were pounding those suckers.
Well, it's because they're like juice.
And
I'm gonna drink one now.
Okay,
anybody
good.
else want one? Porn star? Porn star?
I'll take one.
I'm not gonna say no if you're doing
one.
one.
Porn stars. This is a Christmas gift from Mark, so there you go.
But another part of that story though is when this started happening, went to this bar, the bartender saw you coming a mile away. She was super hot, wearing very little, and was kind of like saw us like bunch of. How old were you at that time?
Not 21.
I think it was
why we went.
Right, that's why we went. I think I was like 20. You might have been 19 or something like that.
Oh, the old 18 to 21 Montreal trips.
Yeah, yes, we went there, and she's like. Waved the hair, got like real close to you, and the other guy we were with, he just kind of nudged me. He's like, "Oh man, she's going to town."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can I get you a drink?" And you're like, "I'll have 16 of these." And then at the end, do you remember what she said to you about how she could have made it?
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, I could have made this into like a full drink if you would wanted."
Well, it's a closing. It's like 2 minutes before they close. She tells me
that. Good.
Yeah.
So anyway, we should.
15 more quick.
That's WCWTF. Cheers.
Yeah. Hold on.
Well, ring in the new year with a porn star.
That's right.
Merry Litmus.
Merry Litmus. That's right.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh.
Fruity.
To be 21.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the one you get some lemon drop neck?
Yeah, that's right. Do you have something that tastes like mocha?
I'll just take like...
No cash, no.
Just take a mudslide, please.
A mudslide?
Oh man, mudslides are good though.
I like mudslides.
Yeah. I like them... They're fine. I'm not gonna drink them to get drunk or anything.
Dude, it's tough for me to drink anything that's like the White Russian or the mudslide. Anything that actually just fills me up now, I can't do. Like I feel like I'm getting old.
My buddy Scott came into town, and we got just sloppy on mudslides watching Gremlins and Gremlins 2.
Nice.
Not mudslides, White Russians.
White Russians. There's a time for White Russians. I can end a night with a White Russian, and I'll be all right. I can't start a night with White Russians.
I was like slow drinking, just keeping it nice and slow. And he stealthily drank an entire bottle and then fell asleep on my couch for like 3 hours.
But then he missed Gremlins too.
His wife was like, "I'll be back later." Like, "Hey, buddy, you want to get up and watch a movie with me?" He wakes up first and goes, "No." Back to sleep.
Nice. Every time I think of Gremlins, I think of the Clerks animated series joke. It's like, I was in Gremlins, not Gremlins 2. Hey, you're right. I'm allowed.
Other than Randall, who's of course the only one I actually want to meet, almost all the Clerks cast is going to be at Saratoga Comic Con this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I know Dante was there a couple years ago. Whatever.
Yep, he's got Jason Mewes coming.
No kidding.
www.twitch.com/idiotswithmics.
That's us.
Yep.
All right. Tweet.
Let's get some people in here.
Dante.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest idiot ever.
I feel like
Cash. No.
Friend.
All right. I guess we should officially start this.
Yeah. We should probably say hi.
I gotta.
We do have the stream going.
Yep.
So I don't know if Ty wants to add this or not because it hasn't been an official start yet.
Did it post?
What? Not yet. I'm gonna kick it off first, and then we'll.
Okay.
All right. So there we go. You guys get to see the magic behind this.
Do you want me to start this now, or do you want me to start it like when we actually start talking about it?
I can just kick it off now. That's fine.
Yeah. We usually go faster anyway, so.
Turn the volume down for me. It's right next to you, Mark.
All the way down?
Oh, the old Samsungs.
Yeah. I got this from Ty. If you give me the one that we were using for karaoke back, we can make it even bigger.
I'm hoping they'll have a karaoke lead going.
Never mind. Keep it.
Yeah, either way, I mean, we'll talk about that later.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Podcasting magic in 5, 4. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us here at the WCWTF podcast. Tonight, we're talking about our 3rd annual WCW Spring Stampede. I'm your host, the man of 1,004 names, Tyrell Cowboy Pun. You can see right there.
Ching. Perfect.
Yes.
With me as
Nailed it.
always, the man to my left.
This is Megastar Mark. You can follow me at Megastar Mark. This is Cash, by the way.
This is my puppy.
There's the puppy right there.
I know. Here you go.
Super excited for his video debut.
He's hyped. He's ready for food.
Stay
I'll
hyped.
Feed him in a little bit. I know you heard what I said. I am Killer Greg. You can find me at Killer Greg 17, as you can see above me.
Oh yeah, check out this. Check out what Greg did for us. Look at
Look what I
this.
did.
Look at those
Spent
things.
an embarrassing amount of time on this.
I'm gonna have sex.
Look at all
with
this
mine. I'm gonna have sex with
stuff below. You can find us here or here.
mine. We're recording from our palatial estates.
That's
Actually,
right.
where are we tonight, Ty?
Hold on. I'm not quite
Glenn's
there
fault.
yet. Yeah, we're at Greg's house.
Yes. Oh, okay, perfect.
We're at
Got
Greg's
it.
house, you dingus.
You dingus.
I stole this Christmas tree.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Where'd you steal it from?
My dad's back porch.
Oh, okay.
It was pre-lit, so it said this is mine.
Did he know?
He did not.
Okay, nice.
Before we go too off the rails, too early, let's go ahead and kick off our theme music.
How are we gonna?
Lovely. Voice of an angel.
So tonight, we have harnessed the power of the Ascension's time portal, and we have traveled back to April 11th, 1999, to the Tacoma Dome, Tacoma, Washington, for another WCW Spring Stampede.
We can warn people about Hitler. Wait, what year is it?
1999.
Definitely, we can warn people about Hitler. All right, cool,
People
cool.
about second Hitler.
Right. Hitler.
Right now, he is in the WWE, fighting a hair match. When does that happen?
That's like mid-2000s.
Mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Coming this summer.
Hitler 2.0. Catch the fever.
Speaking of Catch the Fever, tonight's taglines,
Uh-huh.
the good, the bad, the showdown.
Oh,
Somebody's getting dusted.
Okay, I was with you up until that point. Somebody's getting dusted. Is that like a dusty teabag you or what? That's.
It's not like done and dusted, you know, like...
I got it. No, I got it. But you
the
have
dusted
Dusty.
is great.
Where's
I get it.
Dusty? I miss Dusty.
actually, what did happen to Dusty?
I don't know.
You know,
I think he just stepped aside. I don't think he really had much say over it. He does get power again pretty soon, though. That's the whole reason like Dustin comes back. But not right now. I think he's just kind of in the background.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
There's one thing that we were missing. It was Dustin Rhodes.
Yes. Dustin Rhodes without gold dust.
Without go.
Oh.
Bland, shitty.
No, he comes in as originally he comes in as 7. Do you guys remember 7? Do you remember that gimmick?
I thought that's not until yep.
That is the pedophile.
That wasn't
It's
until
good.
It is 99, isn't it?
Yes,
Holy
it's
shit.
coming up, dude. All this crazy
Oh,
shit is coming
boy.
up.
So we gotta get through all this first.
Do we feel bad for Goldberg? Or Goldberg?
Yes.
yes. Do we feel bad for Goldust?
No,
No.
I want to feel good for gold dust.
Yeah, why?
Well,
The dude's had like a 30-year career.
I was
yeah,
at
but he's never been the guy. Is he not? I mean, he's good, but
Not everyone can be the guy.
but for a while too, he was kind of like fucked up. He had like Oxycontin issues, and so there was a reason they didn't want to rely on him. I just went to the Albany, the wrestling. The WWE was in Albany. I took my daughter, and Goldust was wrestling, and he looks fucking awesome. Like we see him on TV, he looks good. You see him in person, like holy shit, this guy. He's like slim, he's tall. He's in shape. He's bouncing off the ropes. He looks awesome. You know who else looked great? Rhino looked really
Yeah,
good.
Rhino looks really
he
good.
looked really good
it's
too.
a shame that it took Goldust so long to get healthy. I guess.
Yeah, right. I think that you
Yeah.
can feel disappointed that he didn't
Right.
realize that earlier, but he's gonna be a Hall of Famer if that means anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What's the highest belt he ever had?
Intercom.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
it's tag titles, I
Intercontinental
think, depending on
Yeah.
how you rate those.
He might have been a
I
U.S.
see
champion
definitely above tag,
in
in my opinion.
WCW too. He might have been a U.S. champion.
That doesn't count.
Does anything in WCW count?
TV title, because Jericho had it.
Yeah.
Well, there is a WCW world title, but
No,
No.
they just give that to anybody.
The
Fucking David Arquette
they give that to
had
any Hogan.
yeah
Any Hogan can have the WCW title.
Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship. That one matters.
Yeah.
Oh, for a night it did.
Yep. That actually debuts like a month before it goes out of business.
Cruiserweight
Tag team. Yep. You're gonna love that.
Kidman and Ray.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, the current.
You know who they fought along
current
the way
tag-
to get there?
Who?
A guy named Air Paris and some dude named AJ Styles.
Air Paris.
Yep. You remember Air Paris?
Ring of Glory.
Yes. Yes.
Ring of Glory!
Are you ready for sword ownership, gentlemen?
Never.
Never.
No. Rip
Pass.
that. Rip
Yep.
that out of you fast.
Too much.
Yeah.
I'll take some katana or some nunchucks.
So-
I'm ready for nunchuck.
I'll take a nunchuck ownership.
Nunchuck ownership is okay.
like
Shuriken.
adopted.
What are those? Yeah. I'm ready for Maul throwing stars. That's what I'm ready for.
Right.
I'm folding the notepad paper into a throwing star.
There you go.
That's more what I'm in.
I just made the S on my notepad paper, then made it into a throwing star because that was hardcore. We talked about, by the way, doing a Ring of Glory like revisiting.
Yeah.
I realized I have like 5 minutes left more to say about Ring of Glory, then we can just move on. I couldn't do a whole episode about that.
Well, maybe that's
Yeah.
just because you haven't seen it again.
I loved it when we saw it.
Well, maybe you'll love it more now.
We're just gonna talk about Farouk for 2 hours.
Yeah, right. That's
Not
exactly
even
what it's going
Farouk
to
the
be.
wrestler, Farouk the
wait,
sign.
The sign.
He is coming to Albany for something.
Groundbreaking. That's why you listen to the WCWTF podcast.
Breaking
for
news,
like that.
Breaking news, WCWTF Live.
Yep.
Farouk in Albany.
Yep.
Or something.
Maybe.
Or something. Sometime.
Sometime. Anyway, real world, we have to go so I can make that for
If you find out like certain
I will.
important things
I'll
like
get it. I'll
location, time,
If it's actually
Date,
Farouk and
right.
not Virgil
Is
in
it
like
re-
a muscle shirt.
lying to us again, eating breadsticks and getting that meat sauce.
Actually, remind me to talk to you guys about something later.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys excited to talk about our show tonight?
Nope.
No, I am. I always like Spring Stampede. You know, they're always
You know,
fun.
they didn't even have the cool set this time.
They had a set. They had a Western set.
Oh, they did. It wasn't
Yeah.
the same though.
It wasn't as
like the
elaborate.
It wasn't the old saloon.
Right.
ad.
It wasn't the shooting range at like the local fair. You know, that's
Yeah.
what I always enjoyed about it. But it was still themed. You know, I don't know. I like this one. We'll get to it, but
We'll get into it.
yep.
Before we get started, let's play everyone's favorite game.
Okay.
Yes.
Guess the attendance.
All right. Now I'm gonna go first.
Yes.
We actually have it going on right now. I'm gonna count the fans. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 12,000.
12,000.
I count fast.
That was fast.
Just like I make love.
That was very perfect. 12,000 is a really good guess. I think this is bigger than the Pepsi Arena, which is my new metric.
Let's see if it works for you.
So I'm going to say 14,000.
Greg wins again.
Ah, damn!
Our attendance tonight, you guys are not going to believe this.
Cash, fight him.
According to Wikipedia, as always,
Holy
17,690.
Honestly, I was thinking more than 14, but like, so like if you,
Wow.
it's hard to see that. I'm actually a little sorry about that. It's quite bright.
No, it's fine.
If
We'll
you,
just find that way we don't get any
Yeah.
strikes or anything.
We don't get any copyright strikes for playing this.
Oh, I mean, I just don't care about that. I play The Office behind me, and it's fine. Oh,
You can
It just mutes audio for Twitch streams for a little bit.
Hey, Vince.
no, it does. It mutes my audio. That's because I play Spotify. while
Vince,
I-
you can sue him. It ain't gonna get you very far. I mean, go ahead and do it. We kind of like want to see that, but
Too sweet me, bro.
yeah,
You're
that's
fired.
right.
I would take that.
With good cause.
This like it goes all the way up. man.
Yeah,
Like, so
you're right.
far.
Where is this again? Where are we?
Tacoma,
Tacoma, what?
Washington.
Washington.
The space station.
Ted Tuttle from Tacoma, Washington.
It is. I will say this. You know, better than those assholes in Louisville. I mean, I'm just saying. You know,
boy.
Oh, yeah.
better,
The truth.
better than that.
Yeah, hashtag harsh truths.
Yeah.
I know we've said it
Um,
before. New T-shirt design. Fuck Louisville.
Yep. Send him to Jim Cornette. See how he
I
does.
love that. Yeah, this crowd though, they're awful.
Yeah, they're really bad.
They're terrible.
They're just dead in their seats the entire time,
The
and I think
entire time.
that might have something to do with like the matches that they were given. In terms of, I actually enjoyed a lot of the matches, but there weren't a lot of story or hype before it. So,
No.
but we'll get to that.
Yeah. All right.
As we get into things, let's do one of my favorite spots on the show. We're gonna flip over to see what's happening on the other channel.
I always
Yes,
like
I
this.
love
I
this,
really
yes.
enjoy this. So what month is this again?
This is April.
April. Okay, April '99.
April 11th, 1999.
Okay.
So we are like a week or two out from WrestleMania 15, The Raging Climax.
Wow. Okay.
Which would see I believe one of the first Austin Rock matches.
Yep.
Which had an amazing moment where The Rock grabs the TV camera, stands on top of the announce table. So like, look at all the Rock's fans. This is great. And then he pans over to see Austin giving him the finger before Austin stuns him while he's holding the camera.
That's awesome.
It's brilliant.
And that's a memory that that has always stayed with me as one of the better spots of especially The Rock. I mean, but in wrestling in general, that was so cool.
Before that, we do have the WrestleMania Rage Party, which is something that we need to do.
Ooh, WrestleMania Rage Party?
Yes.
Like Rage, like the virus from...
No, it's like a rave party.
Oh, Rave! Okay.
But it's the Rage and Climax, so it's like a rage.
Oh, Ty, we could do a rave? I
No,
didn't know that was on the
we're
table.
doing a rage.
Oh. But it's like a rave.
It's like someone tried to explain a rave to Vince McMahon, and he's like, we're calling it a rage.
Got it. Okay. Can I still have a pacifier and like bunny ears?
The oddities are going to be there, so yes.
Hell yeah! All right. Is
You're
Luna
gonna
going to be there?
You're going to get Sable
Okay.
dancing nonstop, kind of. Just
I want to look at Sable.
January 28th.
Okay. Perfect.
Farouk.
Where?
Rensselaer.
Okay. I live close to that.
At a place I will not name
Okay.
at the moment because one, he's not paying us, and two, it's the competition.
Oh, fair enough.
you're going to get a live performance
Mm-hmm.
of Chef's salty chocolate balls.
Wow.
Huh? That wasn't Farouk.
No, we're
Get
talking.
off Farouk for a second.
I'm talking about the Rage Party.
Yeah.
We're moving on this podcast.
Does
If
Sable
you-
sing that, or does John Tenta? Or
No, they actually got Isaac
Isaac
Hayes.
Hayes?
Wow.
Wow.
That's
This was
awesome.
this was like a 2-hour-long special on USA,
Wow.
and it includes the Zappa brothers.
Oh my God.
Dweezil and Amo.
Yeah. So wait a minute. So you have them, you have Sable, and you have Isaac Hayes. Like this is 1999.
No,
this is so 99.
This is going to be our next Patreon episode because it
I
is
love
something. It is definitely
Rad.
you need to see it to believe it. I remember watching it like live.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this is awful.
Yeah. Wait, do we actually have a way to watch it?
I'm pretty sure I can find one.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
But you got to pay for that one on Patreon.
The actual WrestleMania event was something of a mixed bag. Had the Undertaker hanging the Big Boss Man and Hell in a Cell.
I remember that. And also Edge getting stuck. I remember that. Edge and Christian came down from the rafters.
Oh.
They all came down from the rafters with Gangrel, and then they to attach the rope or whatever it was, and then they repelled back up. Except Edge got like caught in the ductwork and shit, and just hung there while the other guy just left him. And be like, bye.
That's wonderful.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. But think about that. Like, you're just hanging there. Like, people are looking
do you
at
do?
some dude's being hung right below you, and you're like, why is Edge? What's he doing? Oh, okay, he's just twisting in the wind.
Sure.
Okay. What is Jeff Jarrett doing at WrestleMania? Do we know?
I don't have anything written down for that.
Okay. No.
Wait, this is WrestleMania?
WrestleMania's happening this month in our timeline, yes. It was a WrestleMania Rage Party.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I feel weird looking at Sable now because I feel like Brock Lesnar knows.
That is the weirdest love story of all time. I'm gonna marry you. No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah.
Here's a restraining order. I'm gonna marry you. All right.
Yeah, I guess
That is, if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah. What do you think having sex with Brock Lesnar's like?
I'm just assuming, kind of like me, just a shrieking pterodactyl on top of me.
Right. It reminds me of. See, to me, it's
Is
different.
this good? And then she says, no, I just suplex her.
Right. I don't think you would even ask. Yeah. To me, it's like in Mario, the wampum that just falls, just repeatedly, until you just get out of the way.
He gets up,
right?
Goes around the bed, climbs up.
Just...
Shooting star presses inside of her.
You're welcome, Sable.
Oh man.
I never found Sable that attractive.
Don't tell that to 16-year-old me. Holy shit.
Or 40-something-year-old Brock Lesnar.
Did it for you. I'm 33 now. I can be a little judicious.
Would you say she had like a bimbo quality to her? I mean, like that. Some people have that fetish. Some people have like a bimbo fetish.
This is really awakening things inside of me now that we mentioned it.
Yeah.
I just really hate fake tits. It's just that simple.
Well, you definitely
just hate fake tits.
Yeah. Well, did Sunny have fake? Yeah, she had fake tits.
Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah. They all did. Like,
so you didn't like Sunny either?
No.
Really, I like Sunny.
No,
Sunny was mine.
Sunny was mad hot
man.
for
that like swimsuit Sunny. That was like 13-year-old Mark coming of age.
So
literally,
I would say Stacy Keibler is probably the only like female hot lady in wrestling that ever like really did it for me.
Was he at Gorgeous George tonight too?
Oh yeah,
so
right.
Good. I like that.
But those are
Macho
fake.
Man can't. I know. Macho Man just can't not have a valet.
Yeah, he gets 3 of them.
What?
At some point, yeah, he gets the Team Madness. Yeah, her, Molly Holly, and Medusa. Medusa comes back.
That's a fun
stable.
Yeah, and Medusa, by the way, I remember them kind of being like bolted on tits when we saw her the first time.
Yeah.
They are really obvious that when she comes back, it's painfully obvious. Maybe painful for her.
Well, she had to get all that reconstructive surgery after the suicide. So you know.
The Kevin Nash assisted suicide. Man,
I bet you $6.
if this is your first episode, I'm sorry. Go back and listen to whatever the one where Medusa retired.
The one where Medusa retired. Mean Gene was just so incredibly cruel to her.
Right.
It was the weirdest thing. Mean Gene, the nicest guy in the history of wrestling.
But we've seen him on this podcast, like, kind of flip the script and become an asshole from time to time. This is not like normal for him. I mean, it's not common or rare for him. Excuse me.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll do
I'm
it.
sorry. We've diverged so aggressively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did the theme music before we went off the rails here.
Yeah. See? Progress.
Progress.
My songs are
Progress.
killing me too.
No, dude.
Hey, in case you didn't see it, Mark's daughter got me this totally fucking rad Jeff Jarrett
Jeff
action
Jarrett.
figure.
Yep.
He's with me. He's as close to my heart as I can get him.
And
So tonight, in the WWF, we're weeks away from WrestleMania. We've got Rock Austin, Undertaker, Sable's titties, McMahon's everywhere, hot chicks, carnage, awesomeness, and tonight we have a Scotty Riggs match.
This pay-per-view is so boring. Like, maybe I'm not talking about just like the matches. The matches are boring, but that's not my point right now. It's just like there's nothing to sell this pay-per-view on. I guess the main event it could be thrilling on paper. Like if I went up to a layman,
On paper, yeah.
or someone who only like passively followed wrestling, and I was like, yeah, there's this match coming up. It's a fatal 4-way or whatever they're called, with Hogan, Sting, whatever. Like that is appealing. I don't know what you sell this pay-per-view on other than that though. Maybe Goldberg Nash.
Stampedes? Spraying them?
You and I
Previously, there was a cool set.
have watched different pay-per-views. Because
Holy
I thoroughly enjoyed this up until the main event.
I hated every second of this.
Now, I had a ball for most of this. Really did.
Cool. Well, I'm
Yep.
glad we can have a good tit for tat. Shit.
Take that, bitch!
Titter tatter.
Titter-
What's the
titter
phrase?
tat- tit for tatter.
Tat for tat.
Tits.
Tit
Tit for tat.
No, a tit for tat is a
Tit-a-tat.
thing. Tit a tat. We did it.
Tit-a-tit.
I thought it was.
We'll have a classic tit a tit.
I thought it was ass to ass.
Jennifer Connelly is my celebrity girlfriend.
Yeah. You know who she's married to?
Not anymore.
Was
married
her-
to now?
Jerry
She was
O'Connell.
married to Paul Bettany. for a
Right.
long
If she,
time.
but she was. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. She's not married to him anymore.
Uh-uh.
Okay. All right.
All right, before we get even more off the rails, kicking off our show tonight, we have an intro package.
Yep.
I don't remember what it was.
Just widdly widdly wah like that. type of-
Just fart rock.
Oh, it's
yeah.
awful.
Yeah. That was bad.
Yeah. Our announcers for tonight are the usual goofs.
Mm-hmm.
We run down some of our matches for tonight. We've got Goldberg back on the show, a mere 4 months after his last pay-per-view appearance.
Yeah, because if it's one thing you shouldn't do if you're WCW and you're trying to catch up is show your top star. Don't do that.
4 months after he lost his streak to Kevin Nash, he's finally going to get that match against him.
Topical.
Yeah.
Taking that time. A few key points going into tonight. No last-minute changes.
Mm-hmm.
No quick first blood matches. Our main event tonight it's not even a fatal 4-way, which is a fun name for this. It's a 4-way dance.
Yeah.
Between-
That was the official title?
Yeah, that is the official title.
Right.
Well,
for,
Well, they can't take fatal 4-way because that's what WWE calls them. So you can't
Yeah.
be
call
like.
it a ferocious 4-way.
There you go.
off the top of your head, better
Yeah,
name.
Right. Perfect.
Like, when it comes time, we'll get there. No, it's relevant now. When it comes time for that, even Shivani's like, some people call this a dance, and then
Yeah, right.
and then Heenan's like, I don't hear no music. Like, so that's the name of your fucking match, man. So don't shit on it.
I think it's been proven time and time again that the announcers have no clue what's going on. They don't get fed lines. They don't get fed what the name of it is. So they're just kind of freestyling because nobody's telling them.
I
otherwise.
have found Shivani on the previously I didn't mind too much. I found Shivani to be insufferable on the last few episodes.
The last one, I wouldn't notice it as much as this one.
So it's
The last episode we did, what was it?
Uncensored.
Uncensored. He was horrible.
Like he was just all over. Just
Yeah.
like settle down. Be
Yeah.
humble.
Right. Oh yeah, that whole thing. That was weird. Yeah.
You remember our early episodes where Ty and I would sort of get into like jab fights?
Yeah.
Where, it was kind of friendly because we were podcasting, but really I was like super mad at him and he was super mad at me.
And you guys didn't talk for like weeks. That was fun.
Yeah, that's what I feel like in this is happening. Like at this point, before there's a way to do like friendly adversarial.
Yeah.
And then there's like actual adversarial. And that's what I definitely feel like this is now.
Well,
like Shivani specifically just feels like he's being contrary to be a dick.
At a certain point, whether you're doing it for show or whether you're doing it with some malicious intent behind it, even if you are doing it for a show, it's needling people. And
Yes.
when you keep doing it, even as a joke, if somebody keeps doing the same joke over and over
Right.
and over to you,
Yep.
it'll wear you down. And I feel like that's where like a lot like Tanay is, and that's why pretty soon we see a change in commentary. Like Scott Hudson comes in pretty soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And fucking Madden.
We see Madden tonight.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah. And the weird thing.
I adore that segment, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. The Ray one?
Might be my favorite segment we've ever seen. I'm serious.
Wow.
I love that segment.
So our main event tonight is a 4-way dance between champion Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and a few guys I haven't seen in a while, DDP and Sting.
Sting, wow.
Sting's interesting in this.
Yeah, he sure is.
With Macho Man as our special guest referee.
Speaking of somebody we haven't seen in a while, this is like new Macho. This is like Macho with the mesh tank top and like the slicked back hair. This is madness Macho.
Beady-eyed fuck.
Yeah, he's super beady-eyed.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably the most important storyline going into tonight. Disco Inferno has dissed Conan's rap song, and he must pay.
And he does.
At least it's a story, guys. At least we
That's
complain
hilarious.
all the
That's
time.
fine.
At least it's
That's
a
fine.
story. You
I
know?
love it.
Also, I love Conan. Did you see Conan? Or excuse me, did you see Disco's his music video? Did you actually
Yeah.
check that out?
I sent that to
amazing.
you guys.
Oh, that's right. Great. So good.
All right, so without further ado, any more further ado, I guess, let's go on to our opening match of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Match number 1. The winner gets a Cruiserweight title shot on Nitro tomorrow night.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
That's not a good stipulation.
Ty, why don't you walk us all the way through this match, start to finish, and then we'll talk about it. That's my New Year resolution, is to actually get a match so that Ty doesn't yell at me for talking before the finish. So, New Year's resolution, go.
We have Hoovy versus Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg is billed from the Cosmos. I really dig that.
I do too.
That's fun.
Do we know anything about Blitzkrieg?
Oh,
a
I
big pile of
have.
You got
shit.
stuff.
I have notes about him after this.
All right.
At the start of the match, Tony and Bobby rip on Thunder because I guess it was pushed off.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
I guess it was pushed off a day or something.
Right.
So like,
Hysterical.
was there Thunder this week? Was there a Thunder? What's Thunder? What even is
I
Thunder?
didn't know there was a Thunder.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
But let's-
Nitro. Pow.
Is Shivani not on Thunder?
No. Okay, so the people who are on as of right now, it's split. So you have Shivani and oh god, who else
Bobby?
is there? Bobby, right, on Nitro, and then you have Tenay and Zabisco on Thunder. So it's like a split
got
team.
it, yeah.
Here's what I don't get. This is still under the umbrella of WCW. When you have one group ragging on the other for a shitty show, that just like all that's basically telling me is I don't have to watch Thunder now.
It almost makes sense when you've got like the WWE SmackDown
Right.
versus Raw.
Yeah, but
things
that's
like,
not how this works.
Well, no,
Right,
this is
under
like,
the same
There's
umbrella.
no competition
who,
between Thunder.
right,
who gives
exactly.
a fuck about Thunder?
Right, it's
Who's
so
your main
bad.
event? Stevie Ray? Ha!
Duke of Thunder.
Duke of Thunder.
Look at Thunder!
Show the picture.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look what I got.
Duke of Thunder!
Hand signed picture of the Duke of Thunder.
We should
Hey
get.
guys, I heard you talking shit about my
I
show.
haven't seen you fall over yet, Stevie Ray, so I know that's not you.
I would, but I
Oh my
wouldn't
god,
know
we
that.
should get the whole like pantheon of.
People
We have the
hate-
Harbinger of shit, the Duke of Thunder, and the Earl of Hardware.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really
I forgot the Earl of Hardware. Yeah.
I am working on like the flow chart of our jokes for the
Yes.
website.
Yes.
That's good.
I don't have anything else before the finish for this one, Greg.
Move to the
Yeah,
finish.
go to the
Ty.
finish, but then can we talk? I want to talk about this match. So
Yes,
okay,
I want.
all right.
I also want to do that. I just don't want to get yelled at.
Okay.
The finish of this match is fucking crazy. Hoovy hits a Hoovy driver off the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
It's goddamn incredible. I think it looks awesome.
Oh yeah,
I love
really
it.
good.
Hits it for the 3 at 11:11.
Okay.
So, what I thought was an awesome, fast-paced match, great opener, and I'm actually really stoked to see where they can go with Blitzkrieg.
I said the same thing. I actually really liked this match. I thought it was very fast-paced. I thought it was fun. I think that Blitzkrieg is a dangerous motherfucker worker.
Yeah.
He.
If you guys, I love Greg's face right now.
I know, Greg.
He
And you can see it this
super
time.
disagrees.
Yeah. Why didn't you like this?
This was like possibly the worst match I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Wow.
Blitzkrieg is awful. There were so many times where I'm like, oh my god, who's dead? Who's
Yeah.
dead? Like,
Super dangerous worker. That's for sure.
I've
Oh, yeah.
never seen a more dangerous worker in my life, and I don't know if he's new or shit or what, but like somebody in that ring after like the third time Blitzkrieg drops Hoovy on his head should have been like, all right, buddy, let's move to the end.
You ain't lying about that. He Blitzkrieg puts him in moves and puts him in positions where Hoovy has to not even protect yourself. It just like minimize the damage that's going to happen to you right now.
Protect the crowd. You're going down.
You might kill 5 people in the front row if you don't stop yourself here, Hoovy.
There's multiple times where like they are on the top rope and Blitzkrieg slips or something.
Yeah.
And then he like it almost looks like a move except it's so haphazard, and then they just fall. They just fall all over the place. Oh my god! If I were Eric Bischoff, I would slam my head so hard into the Fire Blitzkrieg button. I'd be like, the next match right now is 2 dudes slamming each other with ladders, and that is safer than Blitzkrieg.
Though, what do we know?
Is safer than Blitzkrieg.
What do you know about Blitzkrieg? I think it looks like you got some notes.
I do.
there. Okay. So tell Greg.
Good news, Greg.
Okay.
This is the last we see of Blitzkrieg.
Congratulations, Greg.
Excellent. Good.
Blitzkrieg will go on to compete on a few Nitros, a couple Thunders. He'll never pick up any momentum. And eventually, in this October, not this October, but in October of '99, retired to focus on becoming a computer programmer.
Boy, final. I hope he's a better computer programmer than he is wrestler.
Where he invented how to DDoS people.
You're making that up.
I know.
Oh, good. I've never seen. Oh my god, I hate it. It was like he tricked them. Like some competent wrestler went to the tryout without the mask.
Right.
He did the Dean Malenko to him?
Yes.
So, I'm the Cyclope now.
And then he showed up that day and was like, oh no, I wear a mask now. I'm definitely that other guy.
Hey, I need you. Hey, Greg, I need you to go to this tryout for me.
Yeah, I'm so fucking hammered.
I'm throttled from last night.
It's not even safe for me to drive.
It's April 11th. You know, last night, April 10th is my drinking night. So I need you to go to WCW, put on this mask, and do your best to not kill Hoovy.
Yeah, please, I beg you, just don't kill Hoovy. His mask didn't even fit him right.
Well, that's what I can say. He kept fixing his mask throughout the entire night. You're right. Maybe it was somebody. Maybe it was he was an Armstrong.
Look, no joking here. The guy looked like it was like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like Ted from How I Met Your Mother accidentally got involved in wrestling, and he had to go out there and put on a match with Hoovy, or else Barney's nuts get chopped off. I don't know. I'm working out the play-by-play on that episode.
You know, that's the outline is solid.
Season 9 was a weird one.
Yeah.
Cyclope is the mother. Spoilers.
Wow. How I Met Your Cyclope.
Cyclope.
Boy,
I wish I had enough knowledge to do Lex Luger grunts on a keypad.
A soundboard of Luger grunts.
Maybe the match was good. I was too distracted by how incompetent Blitzkrieg was. Even his stupid karate moves at the beginning.
Yeah.
He jumps in and is like, like that. What? Who was gonna get hyped for this?
Yeah. The fans hated him.
Yeah.
The fans booed him well out of the building. And this is Tacoma. They shouldn't probably be pro Hoovy, but they were. They were super behind Hoovy.
Is Hoovy a good guy again?
Who was at the fucking big show?
Last time I remember Hoovy, he was bad.
He was LWO. Remember, because he had the cape on.
Oh, that's done though.
No.
LWO was way gone. That
way
was
gone.
Months ago.
But that was probably the last time I remember him, and he was a bad guy.
Yeah,
so
I think Starkey was the last LWO show.
Yeah.
We record so infrequently that I forget. Excuse me, shit. Jeez, I got burped.
Right on the dog.
LWO.
Right on the dog.
But
anything else?
I got something about Blitzkrieg.
All right, Blitzkrieg.
Okay. Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
PWI.
PWI.
Oh, I meant to. I had a whole list about this too.
Rookie of the Year went to Blitzkrieg. What? No kidding.
What?
Rookie of the Year went to Blitzkrieg, and it goes down as PWI one of their more embarrassing selections of their entire, the subscript, the
Uncle
history.
Dave gave Blitzkrieg Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year, but let's face it. I mean, he is a hoppy spot monkey type of thing. He would probably be into that. So yeah, he wins Rookie of the Year, and then had an 8-year career, and then it was done. So he had a career before this on the Indies.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I just thought.
Oh, months ago he gave him.
Right. Yeah, I think it was before he even showed up on WCW. He won this as the indie darlings.
For all we know, Blitzkrieg could be a young buck.
We absolutely could. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's the Godfather.
You gonna make it, bud?
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah.
Godfather's way better.
You gonna make it, bud? All right.
But no, I honestly, I didn't hate this match.
I didn't hate it either. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good way to start the match. It was kind of fun watching Hoovy try not to die. I don't know. I got a sick pleasure out of that.
It was like watching a Final Destination movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh, is this gonna happen?
Right. Oh, he made it. He avoided the logs. That freaked the shit out of me, by the way, when I was a kid. Not kid. I was an adult.
Still freaking
Young
out.
adult.
You can't. Final Destination ruined log trucks.
It ruined.
You were so high on the list before.
That's what you were going to be when you grew up as a log truck driver.
Ice cream,
Yep.
blowjobs,
Log
trucks. Now log trucks are way down
Yep.
underneath, over the pants, under the shirt handcuffs.
OTPHJs. I also think the best OTPHJ is no eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got to be sighing and looking the other direction.
Right, or just watching TV. It's got to be the bare minimum for a sex act.
Boy, I can't endorse this match. It's too distractingly unsafe. Blitzkrieg is just a nightmare of a wrestler. He's like a -1 out of.
Would you rather see a Lex Luger match or a Blitzkrieg match?
Don't ask them that question.
How about a Lex Luger
That's like a
Blitzkrieg
Sophie's.
match?
Oh man, I actually want to see that because I'm pretty sure the entire arena just collapses.
Yeah. Luger's like, I would do a plancha. Everybody's like, no! He just gets on the bottom rope and falls over.
I'll catch you, bro.
I think I'd rather watch a Luger match.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
We had that 2-minute Luger match that was pretty good. Remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
I dream about it.
I didn't specify what Luger
Not
match.
like
so.
dream, but
I remember it.
I wet dream about it.
All right, moving on.
moving on to a moving on to a Sandman and Bam Bam recap.
Thank you.
I hate that hack name.
Yeah.
I like hardcore hack. That's
That's his nickname in real life, though.
I'm on board.
That's what people backstage used to call him. It was
Yeah.
Hack or something like that.
I
So.
like Sandman.
Yeah.
No,
I like
Sandman's
too.
good, but I think if you're gonna have to do something else, I'm not against hardcore hack.
Yeah.
Why can't you do Sandman? I understand, it's an ECW thing, but Bam Bam Bigelow is Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, it's all about licensing, whether you actually
Yeah.
independently license your name or not. That's all.
I just can't imagine Paul Heyman being like, "No, I think we own Sandman."
Yeah.
I don't think I think it's more like, well, who's gonna sue us?
Yeah. The business savvy of Paul Heyman.
Let him try.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You can have this bingo hall. How
I
about
will,
these?
I will give you Mikey Whipwreck.
Yeah. Would you like these church chairs? Because that's what we got in the back.
Congrats, you now drum for Metallica, Mikey Whipwreck.
Yeah, right.
Maybe it was just because they couldn't get Enter Sandman. Maybe he was like, "Well, if I can't get the music, then I don't want to be Sandman."
Yeah, they paid him a pretty decent amount to come over, though. It wasn't like they just brought him because he is featured. Let's face it, all the pay-per-views we've seen, he's featured on it. He's always got a match. I watch on the Nitros. He has interview time on Nitros.
Yeah.
I mean, they are giving him
He's a good
something.
interview in a weird way.
He is.
yeah.
That last interview we saw, that was awesome. Remember that?
Loved it.
I have a really not weird. He's endeared himself to me. I
yeah.
love Sandman.
No, I think it's
I have
awesome.
an endearment boner for him. I'm translating for Ty.
Wow, an endearment boner. Do you have an endearment boner for anybody else on the roster? Blitzkrieg?
Mikey Whipwreck.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? He gets a good endearment boner.
He's up there. Bam Bam.
No, Bam Bam has never incited a boner on anything.
At best, I might get a stirring now and then when I see him,
Oh, there's like a little tingle.
Right. It's like
another.
I feel like something happened down there, but I'm not sure
Right,
what.
the jeans move a little bit, but then settle
Right.
pretty quick.
It's
And then I
like
think it might just be gas.
you're 85 and you have dementia. And
Right.
It's like, oh, is that what a boner feels like?
Yeah. Oh man. Come on, put my slippers in the microwave again.
Okay, bye.
Dementia jokes. That's what you tune in to
I
listen
gotta
to.
forget that we're live
Yeah.
streaming, so I can't say things like
We've behaved.
dementia. Boner.
We have behaved. Greg and I have been.
Boner, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
it.
Usually, we're doing this live right now. Ty has to edit out so much of
All
our
the
shit.
good jokes.
Yeah, so we're doing really good at making sure you don't have to do it this time. There, we just gave you cash.
So we get the Hack and Bam Bam recap. Just Nitro stuff. I mean, it's just them beating the shit out of each other. It's pretty great.
We loved their last match.
It looks like a lot of fun. They're like throwing each other through limos and just
Yeah, boy, that would have been a great match. Where was that match?
Limo hardcore match.
on Nitro. It's very much it's a very good precursor to the I'm not finished with you yet.
Cass really wants to be with Mark.
Bronny the Strowman.
Oh, I'm not finished with you. I don't want. I have an announcement. I said I was going to boycott WWE, and I've actually done it.
Really?
Yep. I canceled my Hulu account, which I only had because of WWE recaps. I haven't watched any pay-per-views.
Now, why did you boycott? Just because of ramen?
Because of Robin?
Ramen. Roman Reigns.
Ugh. You know what? I have so little conviction in my life. I was unhappy with the product. And I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And rather than continue doing it, like I do with a lot, like, I try not to shop at Walmart, but every now and then I find myself there for some reason. I just stopped. And you know what? I think my life's better for it.
No Walmart, no WWE.
No
You're not going to
Walmart.
cut out Monster Jam, are you?
No WWE. No.
Okay.
No, that's...
Or Red Dog.
The beer?
Is Red Dog still a thing?
There's no way.
Let's Google it. See if
Alright,
Red Dog's still
alright,
around.
We'll find out Red Dog.
If it is, we're gonna. If it
Don't put
is,
Greg down another Google hole. He spent 15 minutes trying to figure out where Farouk's going to be.
I found out, though.
is Red Dog thing?
It's Red.
How is Bobby formed?
So moving on to match number 2 of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Trucking right along on this episode.
Sure are.
It's no worse than
I'm
that.
having fun though.
Hardcore
This is
hack.
a good one.
Me too.
With Chastity taking on Big Bum Bigelow.
Yep. Chastity.
I don't like that voice.
Mike today says, I think it's great how Chastity's been able to insert herself into the WCW scene.
Oh,
Tony.
maybe we should ask her what pegging
Wait.
is
Yeah.
without the strap on. She may know.
Yeah, she might. Tony creeps on her big time here, and it's creepy. Tony
Yep.
can't be sexual. I don't ever want him to have that ever. And when it comes up, which it does often, it's really uncomfortable. I don't like it. Make it go away. Is Red Dog a thing?
It's not anymore, I don't think.
Probably.
Yes.
Yay! Buy some.
Wikipedia is the only thing that's really addressing it.
It's like the Zima of...
Oh, God.
Bad beer. To take this with a grain of salt because it may not have been updated for a while, but it says, however, since 2005, it has been returning to stores in a current price segment between Miller High Life and Milwaukee's Best.
That's a good... That's a great range right there.
That is the...
Well, it was made by Miller. It was a Miller Brewing
that's
Company
the-
thing.
Oh, that's like a weird cycle thing, like the way Mountain Dew cycles out their flavors of Baja Blast.
Right. How about we make
Beer
it
Advocate
purple?
gave it a 2 stars out of 5.
That's a good star rating.
That's
It's
not
better than
how
one.
Yes,
stars
that is.
work.
Better than 1. Better than 0.
All right.
It's better than the Beast
All right.
Oh, man.
or Natty Ice.
Red Dog Beer has a Facebook. All right.
It exists.
This is why I didn't want you to tell them to Google things.
Look up fanfic next.
Red Dog.
No,
Beer.
no, we're not doing that. Because it's going to redirect to Big Dog fanfic. And we're reading Roman Reigns fanfics all night.
We already read Roman Reigns fanfic. Didn't he hesitantly knock on the door once
That's
or
right.
something? Yeah.
It was so funny. I cracked the beer. It whispered sweet nothings into my ear.
Whispered, hey, nice dick.
It whispered, darn it.
Red Dog is so direct.
Yeah.
I like a man who's direct. And I like a beer that's direct even more.
Hold up the can.
Red Dog Trick or Treat 2016.
That counts.
All right, guys, come on.
All right, updated their cover photo February 21st, 2017 with a lot of Red Dogs.
There you go. Perfect.
Couple of
It's
them
still
out.
in. If you got Red
Solved.
Dog, send it to us. We need it.
Send
We'll drink it on the next
Telegram.
podcast.
I'll drink the shit out
Okay?
of it.
If anybody sends us, yes, we will. We absolutely will. Deal. It's
Yeah,
done.
I mean, if you're going to send us some Red Dog, yeah.
Also, if
I'm
you-
not going to say no.
If you want to write a fanfic about the three of us, send it in.
And
We'll read
some
it on the
Red
air.
Dog. Oh, that's,
I will absolutely read
guaranteed.
any sort of fanfic anybody
you go.
writes about us.
I hope so. I really do.
all right.
So,
yeah,
Bam Bam.
Bigelow.
So everyone brings their own weapons to the ring. So let's get ready for some garbage wrestling.
I like these. I do. I think they're fun. I think it's goofy. This is fine for stuff for me. I really enjoy this stuff.
Well, I said they bring their weapons to the ring.
Yeah.
They don't even do that. Hat comes out, and then Bam Bam just meets him halfway, and they just start like shit kicking each other
Yep.
right outside.
Well, they go right to the stagecoach.
Yep. Right to the stagecoach.
Yeah.
I love this spot, BT Dubs. Hack sets up a table,
Oh,
puts
yeah.
Bam Bam on the table, and then dives off the stagecoach.
So good. So good.
That's a fun spot.
It is a fun spot.
That's good stuff for
Yep.
sure.
And though, here's the problem. Right after that happens, Tony starts to like break down this match and like basically call it out. He's like, "Oh, jumped off that gimmick right there.
Oh,
now he's got
yeah.
another gimmick." I'm like, Tony, what the fuck are you
What
doing?
are you doing, you jerk off?
Like, why would you even say that shit? And then later on in the match, he talks about getting hit with a trash can, right?
I have this all down. It's
Oh, good.
awful.
Yeah. Well, why don't we get to you? Because I'm sure you got better notes than I do. So why don't you?
Well, no, that's all.
Okay.
Like, that's
So he hits him with a trash can, and Tony's like, huh, that just makes a lot of noise. That doesn't really hurt. And even the guy like Tenay in Brain, who aren't into this type of like match by any means. They're all about classic wrestling. They're like,
shouldn't be saying that.
yeah, what? No, it always hurts, Tony. Why don't you get hit with one and find out? Like they're trying to save him. Like, what are you doing, Schiavone? You're like burying this. It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like he tries to recover. Like he maybe understood his gaffe.
Yeah.
And tries to recover later. Because later he's like, now that looks like that actually hurt.
Yeah.
So like, well, trash cans, weak. Oh, and at one point he's like, well, you have to pick your weapons because you only have so much time.
Right.
He's like, why would you pick the trash can when you could be picking the ladder? I feel like he made a mistake and tried to cover it. But you shouldn't have made the mistake.
Right.
You should sell everything like that.
It sounded like. Sorry. I got sinus issues.
No.
It sounded like whenever you're with your buddies, and like maybe you make like an off, like where everybody's ripping on one guy, and it's like, oh, yeah, classic Mark with his glasses and his hat. And then like if there was a third person who was like, yeah, I heard he sucked a dick once. It's like, whoa, what? No one said that.
Escalated.
Done that in days.
Yeah.
God, guys.
You're just bringing. That's not nothing. No one says that.
Yeah. You're right though. It was weird, and I think he took it a little too far with that one. It just, like, kind of like just made me not care about the rest of it. It really did. Like, it took me out of this match.
Agreed.
Yeah. He called it gimmicks. Like,
he says gimmicks.
Yeah. Right.
Why don't you take us to the end, Ty?
There are a few. I mean, regardless of Tony, there's a few flawed moments in this match. Hack puts a ladder on top of Bam Bam, does a top rope senton onto the ladder, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Hack is a real strange top rope technician. I know Mark's talked about it before.
Right.
So they bring in this outside guardrail, which is where the entire match kind of takes a turn.
Yeah.
Because the pacing is way off.
Yeah, it is. Oh. I wonder if like Sammy got knocked out again in this one, or would like to say
I don't think
Not
so.
that I saw,
Not this one.
Because the last one was real obvious.
It was just bad communication, I think.
Yeah.
So Bam Bam holds the railing above his head like he's gonna fucking brain Hack, and he's holding it. He's like, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." Waiting for Chastity to come in with the
anytime now.
Come on, Chastity.
And then he just turns around and looks.
Yeah.
And then he turns around, looks, sees Chastity coming in. He's like, "All right, you're coming in. Well, I guess he's gonna brain Hack now." He just brains him with his.
Honestly, what can you do? Like, honestly, that spot was fucked up. What can you do?
Yep.
Try to save it, Chastity, man. She gotta stop thinking about dicks. That's her problem. She thinks too much about dicks.
No, look. Women can think about dicks all they want.
Yeah, do not try to curb that.
If she's
I'm
thinking
not gonna
about,
critique a woman for liking dicks.
but you have to, when you're a professional, you have to put the dick off for a little bit. That's
not
all I'm saying.
true. Not if your job is being
Okay.
hot and sucking dick.
But that's not her. Well, okay, fair enough.
So after he blasts Sandman, Bam Bam just turns around and grabs the fire extinguisher, blasts Chastity and blasts everybody, blah, 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 blah. Hack attack from behind, gives him the Kendo Russian leg sweep onto the guardrail, which I do love that move.
Do you know what he calls that when he uses the kendo stick?
Oh shit, I know what it is.
We were just talking about it.
The hack attack.
The White Russian.
Yep, that's
No.
He calls it the White Russian leg
Why?
sweep. Because it's a Russian leg sweep. Russian leg sweep when he does it, when a normal person does it. When he uses the kendo stick, it's the White Russian.
Because he's drunk. He's drunk.
Oh, yeah, all right. I'll take it.
A nice sip of this Coca-Cola here. New sponsors of the podcast.
Cold Coke.
Bam
$1
Bam
million.
tries to escape.
You owe us.
He tries to escape the ring. Goes to the top rope. Hackett jumps up there with him, and they kind of just fuck around a bit. And then Bam Bam gets him in a greetings from Asbury Park.
That was good
From
looking.
the top rope, looked good.
Super dangerous.
Really dangerous.
Real close to that fire extinguisher.
I know Bam Bam's.
Through the table. I mean, that was a great spot. Yeah. Drove him through the table with a fire extinguisher already on the table, and the table evaporates. It just goes into pieces.
I know Bam Bam's kind of a flub for WCW, but man, I love that finishing move.
That's
It's a good thing.
so good. You know what though? We got to get used to Bam Bam. He's going to be around for a while. I mean, he does a lot of stuff with DDP.
forget
And
about
He's
that.
totally fine. It
Yeah.
was just so
the introduction was bad.
we're done with this now, right? We're done with the match.
Yeah.
I thought last month's match was significantly better. I thought this was kind of like a rehash of that. Bam Bam's fine in this role. It's weird to see him take a beating because it looks like he should not be the kind of guy taking a beating.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like Bam Bam and I have similar body types. If I took like any one of those bumps, I'd be like, I'd call out from work. I'd probably just, file for disability forever.
Man.
Just one of those bumps.
Do you want to try this outside? We can give it a shot.
I stubbed my toe the other day. I was like, I'm just gonna lay down outside in the snow
Yeah.
and wait for
Accept
death.
this for a little while.
This is the end for me.
I once got up from bed and I had a Charlie horse out for a week. I just rolled back into bed. I was done.
I think Bam Bam's fine in this role. My issue with Bam Bam was their rocket they shot to him for no reason.
Well, it was a reason. They paid him a lot of money, so they felt like they had to just like creatively they had nothing for. I mean, it didn't work.
Sure, you paid him a lot of money, but didn't you think you would want to protect him a little bit? Like,
you think?
Actually ask people to make him do something that would get people hype, rather than just have him come out of the audience a couple times and attack Goldberg for no reason.
Remember that World War III where he came out and the World War III just stopped to watch the fat guy?
Yeah.
Some good TV right there.
So I didn't like Bam Bam. He's fine in this role. Not great, fine in this role. So I'm not upset that he's going to be around. It's just, I don't care.
Yeah. I enjoy watching Bam Bam. I think he's going to be the third wheel pretty quickly coming up in the group, which we'll get there in the group that he joins. But he's very clearly the third wheel there.
Oh yeah.
But he's a fine hand, and I really do like these hardcore matches that he's in.
They're fun.
Yeah, they are fun, and he knows what he's
fun.
doing. And there's something to be said. It's kind of like Raven. There's something to be said about somebody who knows how to do a hardcore match and can just go through the spots and it doesn't blitzkrieg it up. So
Wow, I hope we use that phrase a lot. I was really just thinking that. I was like, well, at least it's not blitzkrieg.
yeah,
My main thing was just the attitude of the announcers.
yeah,
Really bugged
weird.
me. Like, halfway through this match, I was like, man, you know what would really, like, punch this up? You know what would make this match, like, an extra star? Joey Styles going, oh, with the trash can. Oh, my God.
Just
Yeah.
like proper like selling what they're doing. Like just be like, oh my god, that looks like horrible. Like even
A trash can, oh my god.
Yeah.
Check it out.
A trash can.
You put him to that table. That's going to put a lot of butts in seats.
Yeah, no, dude, you're not even that far off, Ty. Like even the last spot, which I thought was one of the best spots of the night, where sending him through the table with the greetings from Ashbury Park.
That was dope.
They were just like, ha, right through the table.
Yeah.
Dude.
But the table's pre-cut.
Right.
Nerds.
It's all fake.
Wrestling's fake. Everything's a lie. Goldberg's going to win later.
Shivani just loses.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Bobby's drunk next to me. My chair is higher.
Mike today's had his dick in like 6 different ladies backstage.
Chastity.
He pulls so much ass.
Chastity. Oh man, would you do chastity?
Yeah.
I mean,
You would?
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna ask you two questions. You're back in 1999. You're a wrestler. Would you do chastity?
Of course.
Okay. Ty?
I mean, condoms are invented, right?
Yes.
Yes.
If I'm using condoms, probably. Yeah.
Even then, you would say, because my second question is, now you're same time, but you know everything about her.
Yeah, man, dude,
You know
you're a
everything?
wrestler.
Oh,
Like,
man.
like a wrestler's job is to oil up and bang chicks.
You bang ring rats.
You bang them all.
At least it's a question mark there. You don't know that. You
All
know.
right, look.
Yo,
Sometimes you
that's-
need a pre-match bone, and sometimes you need a post-match bone. Ring rats are for post-match bones.
Are pre-match bones Nitro girls?
Pre-match bones are Chastity's, Nitro Girls, Scott Steiner.
Whoever Macho Man has tied down.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so Chastity, pre-match bone, totally fine.
Makes
Dog
perfect
balls.
sense. Off like a.
Not gonna say no.
Yeah.
I would. Chastity's not my thing.
Oh, look at Mr. High and Mighty Mark. Like, oh, I'm not gonna bang the skank.
You're gonna bang this gang. Don't pretend.
Yeah, dude.
All right? What are you saving yourself for marriage?
It'll be 3 balls deep before we even get there.
There's plenty of other skanks I can find
I'm thrilled to
backstage.
see you, bud. I know Ed's up. Ed is up, and I'm thrilled to see you. Thank you for telling me. Thank you.
Miss Elizabeth is there. I can have her.
What?
Miss Elizabeth is backstage. I can have her.
Miss Elizabeth is too tired to bone you.
You get a bone chastity, but you also have to have one finger in Scott Steiner. Would you do it?
No, I don't want to do it in the first place.
You're definitely doing it. Now accept the finger.
Now sweeten up the deal.
If he doesn't like it, he clenches his butt and breaks your finger.
Did you hear that story that Shivani and Conrad Thompson? Did you hear that story that Shivani and Conrad Thompson told about the Sharpies and the Steiners?
No.
So they were doing, I think it was, they were telling a story about how the Steiners were like practical jokers. And they told us on the podcast, and then after the podcast was over, wrestlers like DM Conrad and were like, no, it was way worse than practical jokes. At one point they got like a group of Sharpies and they put a rubber band around him and then they shoved it up my ass.
Wow.
That's like the Steiners, like, that was their joke.
Got him.
I don't know how I can think about it. I was like, oh my god, we're right.
You do like one at a time and just like, no, just rubber band, like
No,
the
the
whole
whole thing.
Sharpies.
Now it's your turn.
Kablamo.
I gotcha. And now we'll actually use this phrase for real. Tit for tat.
Yep.
All right, now it's my turn.
My turn.
Go prank me.
Go get me.
Here's 20 Sharpies. Go.
I'm gonna go hide behind that. Prank me, bro.
Sneak, 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 sneak.
I'm super tired right now,
Oh,
guys.
man. I don't know what's going on behind me. I hope nobody sneaks up.
No. My trunks are riding down low.
Gotta bend over and pick up these boots.
I'll just stay here.
Anybody?
Anybody want to prank
You know
me?
what?
Hello?
Hey guys, guess what? I pranked myself. I got me so good.
Everybody come look at my prank. Come look at my prank. It's
So
great.
gay.
I can't believe you looked at it.
Yeah.
You're the weirdo.
Eat it, Shoney's.
You need some God.
That got me so good. And then he clenches, fires a Sharpie right into your eye.
Now you're dead.
Yes.
Gotcha. Look at your dick.
That's how he signs autographs now. Just
That's right.
get a Steiner across your forehead.
From his beetle. Awesome. I like the continual Scott Steiner shooting things across rooms.
Yeah.
Show us your straws. Show us your Sharpies.
I also like that he would have the penmanship to shoot it out and then have it spell Steiner. That's pretty
No, it just
impressive.
looks like scribbles. But he's
Oh.
like, that's my name now.
No, I think it's better if it's like calligraphy. It's like he's trained himself.
This little wiggle and pew.
Wiggle and pew.
Keep an eye out for the new T-shirt from the WCWTF
That's right,
podcast.
coming this summer.
The cap hits the ground and it's like, discard that one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, I think it's
We're not into the Steiner match yet.
He wants it.
I think it's Phil.
Moving on to match number 3, Scotty Riggs taking on Mikey Whipwreck.
That one did.
Riggs is doing his best to be a combo of Rick Rude and Buff Bagwell, complete with
What's
a
that something?
mirror and hip gyrations.
Capsule.
Mikey is still not going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was weird. We really liked Mikey Whipwreck in the last
Yeah, that's fun.
pay-per-view, and now the burial.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like Mikey Whipwreck, but I don't feel like WCW is prepared to push somebody like that.
No, they
No.
don't have any idea how to deal with him.
Like, NXT doesn't exist. Mikey Whipwreck is like a great NXT character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be perfect. I feel like they also signed him because it was taking away somebody from ECW, and that's all they cared about.
Sure.
They had no plan for him. It was just like, hey,
Right.
we can take away from.
Don't wrestle for the competition. We get it.
Right. Exactly.
He's like a proto Zane.
He
Proto
kind of is a
Yeah.
proto Zane. Yeah.
Every single chance Riggs gets, he looks into the camera and says, "I'm so pretty."
Yeah, boy, what a weird choice for
Yeah.
a pretty
So
guy.
pretty.
Now, he was an American male, right?
He was an American male.
But he was the ugly American male.
American male.
So, like, he's obviously doing.
He was like the Buffalo male.
Rick Rude, I'm a sexy dude.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the classic. It's the narcissist. It's the it's the model Rick Martel. It is
like-
tried and true. People are successful with it.
It is a gimmick that works, and I'm comfortable with that. He is not the right person to do it.
Absolutely
Absolutely
not.
not.
No.
He's not handsome enough. He's not ripped enough. He does the gyration thing, but he gyrates like I gyrate.
Yeah.
Like it's like a fucking robot.
Want to stand up and gyrate for everybody?
Yeah. We'll gyrate.
Yeah.
This is my.
Oh, we're gonna play the
This is
crowd
my
right
Scott
now.
Okay.
Martel. It's
Boring.
Mm-hmm.
Boring.
By the way, it took a lot of effort for you to get up from that couch.
Right.
Are you all right?
well, I mean, I hurt a little bit
Yeah.
in my
creased.
glutes,
Yeah.
but
I think this might be a great vote against us live streaming these.
People want this.
I want to see our like viewer count skyrocket to like 80,
Yes.
90, 1,000, 2,000, 8,000.
We just broke the internet.
Yep.
It's just you saw me gyrate. Like, look, I'm doing a bit, and that bit's funny. I'm not a professional gyrator like Scotty Riggs is. Like,
Oh, pop down a business card.
Professional gyrator. Only him and Buff Bagwell have that.
right? He comes out and he's a professional. He got paid to do that, but he's terrible at it.
Yeah.
Hey, Scotty, we're gonna give you a new gimmick. What do you how do you feel about gyrating? Yeah, I think I can do that. Are you a good gyrator? The best.
Yeah.
Like, definitely the best.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
Cool, because we invest a lot of money, so now you have to gyrate.
Hey,
Get on
Conan,
out there, bud.
what does gyrating mean?
Scotty, I thought you said you were good at gyrating. He's like,
Hey,
whatever,
yeah.
pay me.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
That's like this thing, right?
Whatever, pay me.
Right.
Yes.
To do this with
It's
my
more
hand?
like flailing, but whatever. That's close enough.
He's terrible at it.
Yeah.
I've seen lots of people gyrate. He's the worst.
It's just awful. Mikey does his usual bumping like a boss. He just bumps around.
Yeah.
Scotty Riggs.
It's just so weird to see Whipwreck. The last time we saw him, I was so impressed with everything that he did, and maybe it was the quality of his opponent. He had a much better opponent last time than he did this time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we're not. One of our favorite matches on this podcast is a Scotty Riggs match, so don't think we're slamming on Scotty Riggs.
No joke.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite match of all time.
Right.
Like that we watched here. It's not Angle. Shane O'Mac.
Shield?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's not Angle Shield. I'm so mad that they made him come out with the fucking
gear.
Roman Reigns gear.
Yeah.
Come on, Kurt, we've waited 15 fucking years for this moment, and you're not going to let him come out to his Kurt Angle music.
Mhm.
And I know he gets later in that match. But
Right.
that actually might have been it. That might have been the last WWE thing I saw, and I was so mad.
That
I
did
was like,
The
Yeah,
tactical
that's-
vest killed your
yeah.
love of WWE.
real world talk, the tactical vest killed my love. Kurt Angle, my favorite wrestler of all time. He finally makes a comeback, something I'm legitimately excited about, and then make him wear that fucking Roman Reigns match. Like,
Mhm.
Just give him his
Could
fucking
you
singlet.
fucking lick your balls somewhere else, bud? Alright.
Put that on a t-shirt. Scott Steiner.
Yeah. Cash approved.
Could you fucking lick your balls somewhere else? Alright.
Yeah, this entire match, like,
Yeah, I don't have much on this one.
he bumps like a boss, and then, hey, the crowd's chanting boring. Rest hold time.
So he Ortoned it. Yeah.
Ugh. So, long story short, Riggs takes the victory with a flying forearm at 7:03. Just a dog of a match, but at least it was quick.
It was quick, but like I
Yeah.
don't think anything comes of this for either guy. Like
Oh,
obviously
no.
it's not helping
Right.
out Whipwreck, but I don't remember this lasting with Riggs.
No, I
either,
don't see
so.
Riggs taking this gimmick into the future either.
No. So it's weird. It's a throwaway and meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Mikey Whipwreck's a fun wrestler. It's a good gimmick. But Mikey Whipwreck.
Oh yeah, it's great. I like the ECW one better, but then also you had a more creative
For
person
sure.
behind it. But
For
you know,
sure.
the whole like winning with zero offense, that's funny to me. I like that.
This could have been a real fun win for Mikey Whipwreck,
Exactly. Yes.
but
Yeah, and like nobody's endeared to Scotty Riggs. Like he's definitely the kind of guy that you could.
who
get
gives
your
a
first-
fuck?
Yeah.
Right.
When I first saw this match, my first thought is Whipwreck's going over because he lost the first one. That was
Yeah.
his proving thing. Okay, you come in, you humble yourself because WCW loves doing that to ECW guys, and now we start your push. I'm like, oh, never mind. He just
Mark.
got crushed.
Mark. We gotta push this young upstart, Scotty Riggs.
The entire match commentary is like, oh, Riggs is missing pins. He could have him pinned right now, but he's flexing and gyrating, or I guess gyrating.
Yeah.
He's flexing. He's giving out to the crowd. He's talking to the crowd. Oh, he's missing the pins. This is gonna be his downfall. And no, he just wins.
Yeah. It also, like, if you're going to do, like, the sexy dry rating guy, Buff Bagwell is already there, and he does it way better.
Oh yeah.
So,
Poor Scotty Riggs.
what's the point? He grew his eye back, though. Good for him.
Hey, good job.
Hey.
Yeah, see? Positive. No explanation, just showed up. My eye's back.
I'm fine now.
If it was explained, it was explained on, like, Saturday Night Lightning or something.
Saturday Night Lightning.
Who's
What
the
was their Saturday Night show?
It's a Saturday Night
Worldwide?
main
Main
event, yeah.
Main event. No, main events. They
No.
did main event?
I think it was main event,
I
yeah.
thought that was WWF.
No,
Well, they had one too, but what was who's the Duke of Lightning?
The Duke of Lightning?
Yeah. Who's the Duke of the Saturday Night?
Probably an Armstrong.
Jack Swagger?
Yeah. The Duke of Lightning.
No, we don't need you on Thunder.
Yeah.
Get the Saturday Night Lightning, Jack. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Jack Swagger. Get the Lightning. You shit.
Okay, Mr. Bischoff.
We talked about
Take
Swagger.
the mic and talk with that list. I find it funny.
Yeah.
We talked about Swagger doing UFC, right? Not UFC, Ultimate Fighting.
Right. Yeah, he's doing
Can't
that.
wait for that.
That's gonna be so good.
I can't wait to watch Jack Swagger just get the everything shit.
I want to see him and Alberto Del Rio fight.
Yeah.
This would be awesome.
Wait, is Del Rio going to do like UFC stuff?
The rumors,
He was gonna do MMA stuff. Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Oh man. Alberto.
Can we get CM Punk as a guest referee for that?
You don't have guest. It's not a sham. You don't have guest referees. The people.
You're saying like
die in the ring.
Bellator isn't a sham? I feel like that's a sham.
Oh, all right, Bellator's a bit of a sham. I wonder what Strike Force.
There you go.
Did I-
Strike Force.
Yeah.
Pride, is that still a thing?
Pride? No.
Okay.
I think Strike Force might also not be a thing anymore. I think UFC bought.
I remember playing it in like a UFC video game. You started off in like Strike Force or
Yeah,
something like that.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that's a real bummer.
Mm-hmm. I didn't make it very far. It's like 0-25.
UFC's been good lately.
Has it?
Yeah, it has. There's no stars anymore, which
Yeah.
is weird. Like McGregor's out. Ronda Rousey got.
They
her
keep pushing that
shit
cyborg
pushed in.
girl, right?
She's insane.
Is she good though?
Yeah.
I haven't seen. I don't watch a lot of MMA, but I hear that name all the time.
Well, her name is actually Cyborg.
Yeah,
Her name is Chris Cyborg. Like,
Awesome.
you better be the best.
that is pretty cool.
There's also someone called. Shit. I hope I get this right.
It's a weird name.
The Tokyo Machine.
Wow.
Like that's the name that he is billed as. Is the Tokyo Machine? Tokyo Zombie?
Whoa, that's even better.
It's the Tokyo something, and it's great. Whatever that something is fantastic. So Scotty Riggs loses.
Yeah.
No,
He wins. He wins.
So Scotty Riggs wins.
Moving on, we get a quick Disco Conan video,
Okay.
which sets up this feud.
Cool.
I love this so hard.
Yeah, and you know what? We always rag on WCW for having matches that have no stories. This one's got one. We had a video recap beforehand. Cash has a new toy.
I'm not sure exactly what Disco's problem was with it. When he comes out, he's like, the commentary's like, hey, we gotta play Conan's new video. It's like, no, don't play that, guys.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And it's just, they had the video, but Disco has green screened himself into it,
So good.
rapping the lyrics over it
Yeah.
in a just awful, amazing way.
Oil of Olay.
Oil of Olay. Wow, 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 yippee yo, yippity yay.
It's
Viva
so
the
good.
Rascals all day, a day.
Disco is so consistent since we started this.
Yeah.
You know, he's always like
For sure.
involved in something and makes it better than it was. His wrestling's always very solid. He's always just like he wouldn't be the highest point on any card, but he's always like a hill. That's way to describe him.
He talks about this a lot. He is like a very safe worker.
Yeah.
And people know that. And he prides himself in that because, you know, he's still wrestling. He's still very fit. He's still an
Oh, yeah.
interesting person. But his matches show that. They are like all C's. It's like, this is not an F, this is not an A. Thank you for coming, Disco. You've made a good match.
Yeah. No,
And I'm
I
fine with
agree.
that.
That's fine. Considering some of the other people we get who consistently bring in D's or F's or blitzkriegs, you know, that's
We'll work for baloney.
yeah.
Oh, man.
He's
Yeah.
hurt.
I forgot what I was about to say. I don't remember. It's not important.
It was about Conan.
I actually want to talk about Conan.
Okay,
Let's
go
talk
ahead.
about Conan.
We do our entrances. Conan comes out, starts ripping on Disco,
Mm-hmm.
calls him a strawberry again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did we figure this out? Did we
I
actually tell
did.
people what this means?
I brought this up after or during our last stream weeks ago when we were supposed to do this. I looked it up. According to UrbanDictionary.com, a strawberry is a woman who's willing to sell her sex for crack cocaine.
Okay.
I like how super specific
Yeah,
that is.
really specific. Is
I
it
think,
a?
I think she's going to sell her berry for straw.
Yeah, but you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, no, that's not crack. Okay,
That's
Yeah,
regular
that's-
cocaine.
that's
Crack you
straight up
smoke.
coke.
I don't know. I had a thing, but that's apparently Tell me
Okay.
what it is.
Still weird.
So he's calling him a woman
Yeah.
who will sell herself for drugs.
It's probably the most like vile thing that he could call him
Right.
without actually like while still getting away.
Could he get away with like calling him something in Spanish?
No.
No.
Okay.
They can't, like, the word scrunt hasn't been invented yet because Lady in the Water is still a few years out.
Is scrunt a bad word that we say?
No, it's just terrible, terrible phrase. That entire movie's just awful.
Lady in the
That was
Water.
a deep
sure
pull.
was.
Was that a Shyamalana?
Oh, yeah, it
Ding Dong?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Split.
Yep.
Real good.
Awesome movie.
I've heard
yeah.
good things.
Yeah.
Although it's in the same universe.
Fine
as-
with that.
Okay. All right. No spoilers. Yet.
Nope.
But, all right. Yes, that was very good. It also might be McAvoy though.
As the last Airbender. Spoilers. Yeah,
Turns
that's
out, yeah, it's like, I have split personalities, and one of them is an airbender. And they're like, oh my god, this 3D's terrible. And then they just off themselves.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad that, by the way, I'm going off on a tangent. I kind of feel bad that Marvel now owns all the X-Men stuff because that means they're going to bring in their own people. McAvoy's like perfect as like
Yeah.
a younger Professor
They
X.
could
He's
keep
really
him.
good.
No, they will.
You think they're going to keep
I don't know
him?
if they will or not.
Disney's weird. They're...
It's weird that they now have to choose which Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver they want.
Yeah, we got them both. Shit.
Yeah.
Have we retconned him not being dead?
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, we
Silver.
fucked that up!
Well, no, they have a reality stone now. They can just go back and do that
That's
again.
right.
Yeah,
Oh, shit, yeah.
And a time stone. They can go back and fuck with
They
that.
had all the stones.
Yeah, exactly. All the stones. How many stones you got? I got all the stones.
All of them.
Just, like a bunch of stuff.
How many levels of Thanos are you right now?
Just-
Just a lot.
What are you looking for, man? I mean,
Why? You need a stone? I'm just been collecting them in this ship.
I like lazy college age Thanos.
yeah, I got a dog stone. What's
Yeah,
up?
what do you got?
Got one.
This is my pet rock.
Sax stone.
I
Somehow.
call,
yeah.
I call him Rocky.
No, that one's pretty smooth. You know what I mean? That's sex stone. Woo.
Sex stone. Oh my god. Boy, that is a bad joke. He puts it in the infinity condom.
It's way down.
So it's still gold.
Yeah.
You unroll it, you pop it in there, and then you gotta
Whole thing is
shimmy it on you.
Whole thing is sags.
Starts talking to you because you've now made a sentient condom.
Hey, where are we going? No, no! I can't breathe, buddy.
This is the only way I can finish.
Help your condom friend.
Stop it. Good boy.
Oh, what are we doing?
Making good jokes.
Yeah.
Unlike, this match was fine. It was quick.
Star
Like
Condom,
that.
man.
Yeah. lazy Thanos. Just sleeping on a couch, facing the cushion, like not even addressing you, not even looking at you.
Thanos.
Ass crack.
Thanos, are you gonna fucking get up and clean today? Oh my god, I got a stone for that somewhere.
It'll ruin your house with this cleaning stone.
Here.
Puts it in a broom.
Yeah. Vegetables grow out of it. Fuck, wrong stone.
Oh, shit.
Shit. It's my gardening stone.
No, it's okay. I got the Infinity Roomba.
Why am I here?
Start shooting lasers everywhere.
Kills the roommate.
Hey, you're the one who wanted me to clean today, Dave.
Dave and Thanos.
Dave and Thanos. Oh my god. Perfect.
That is good.
Who would play Dave?
I must say, we know. The best part is, I feel like we can convince Brolin to do that.
Yeah.
Like that's not that much of a stretch to get him to do it.
Oh, it's a 2-roll part.
I think he also plays
He
Dave.
also plays Dave.
Dave's middle management somewhere. I feel like that.
I was thinking like Jesse Eisenberg.
Hey, that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Michael Cera.
That's exactly who I thought was Michael Cera.
Cera as Jesse Eisenberg as
Dave.
Josh Brolin.
Oh, Daveception.
He plays Thanos now.
From the Goonies.
Oh, that joke got bad.
Wow, yeah. That was not a great workshop. Woo! So, Conan steals Disco's Truckbuster for the
Yeah.
win
Mhm.
at 9:17.
the one spot of this one, Conan does that awesome thing where he gets on the mic beforehand and gets the crowd all amped. It's hard to really get behind him on Tacoma is bowdy. Like, out of all the cities that are bowdy, Tacoma's down there. I wouldn't consider Tacoma.
What's up, Warrensburg? You want to get fucked up tonight? Yeah, I mean, kinda.
Get some beef jerky and bullets. It's at Warrensburg parties.
There's also a pool hall there.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
They got like 6 pool halls.
They are also beef jerky and bullet shots.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oof, this went way off the rails, and for once it wasn't my fault.
Yep. You're welcome.
Solid enough match.
Yeah, you know
what? These guys are good hands. It's just Conan basically battering Disco for the most part. Disco gets a bit of offense in, but it's just Conan exacting his revenge.
But you know what though, that's good. At least it's an end to the feud, and this has like Disco had a problem. They fought over it. Disco lost. That's the way it should be. Disco's the heel. Let's move on. Fine.
Yep.
This is how every feud eventually should end. Is the bad guy losing. So
I also like that Conan finished the match with Disco's
with
finisher.
Disco's move. I thought that was cool too. Yeah, I thought that was cool. This is a fine match.
Yeah, good times.
Totally fine match.
Yep.
C.
Do you want to text them that at their podcast? Keep it 100.
No, because I don't want Conan to come and murder me.
Conan likes us though.
Yeah, but that's like the Twitter equivalent of spilling chocolate milk on his chinos.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want to give him reason not to like us.
Yeah. Occupado.
Yeah.
Just
Sorry,
use the
bud.
sink. That's what I've been doing.
No.
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 Not the infinity sink.
Get the poop cleaning stone.
Okay.
Michael Cera, I'm just doing it. Accept it. Accept what's about to happen. I am your doom.
I put the flushing stone in the sink. It's cool. It's
More
fine.
plants grow out of it. Chefs.
Oh, God, I gotta label these stones, man.
The sink's alive now.
Sense
Fuck.
you.
Shit.
Oh man.
And I'm beating it, just screaming.
Just
do
so
it
loud.
anyway.
Hey, we're gonna shut up. I'm going back to bed. It'll shut up in a couple hours. Good night.
Let me know what my poli-sci class is.
Yeah.
We can get before then, please.
So what's next?
Moving on to match number 5 for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Ray Mastrio, your champion, taking on B. Kidman.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't give a shit about this?
Me.
The crowd.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
And
You're
me.
also the crowd.
Yeah. Completely dead.
And this match is, I mean, you've seen it as we've been talking about Thanos, for fuck's sake. Like, this match has been going on for that entire goddamn joke.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like
This
8
is-
hours long.
This
Too
is
much.
the epitome of just the Cruiserweight bullshit.
Yeah.
It's
And-
everything we've seen so many times before.
I actually wrote down, I said, like, I liked the first Hoovy versus Blitzkrieg thing for all of its wackiness. I hated this match. I couldn't get into it. And I was curious to myself, like, why was that? Why, at this point, is it just placement? Is it just, like, I'm so used to, like, Cruiserweights being at the beginning and then kind of never during the rest of the show? Because I could not give two shits about this. Maybe because I feel like I've seen it before, like you were saying, Todd.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely it. Is fatigue is probably the biggest culprit.
With these two guys. Maybe
With
that's
these
why I
two
like,
guys.
with at least Blitzkrieg, I'm like, this is somebody new.
Yeah.
It's a new character. He sucks. He's dangerous as shit.
Yeah.
But that's kind of part of the fun. These guys, like, how many times do I have to see fucking Hoovy, or do I have to see Kidman versus Ray? You know, just because he's just not wearing a mask now doesn't make it any more interesting.
Right, he's not a different character.
Buckle up, Buttercup, because we got a dozen more left.
Yeah, we got another
Kidding
2
me, right?
years left.
Don't they team up?
They're tag team champions right now.
Motherfucker.
They're not tag team champions. They're are they tag team champions?
Yes.
Yeah, they're tag
they
team
are.
champions
You're
right
right.
now.
I remember that. I remember hearing that.
So not only are they champions, they're also going to fight each other over another arbitrary championship.
Yeah.
God, who could possibly care?
the wrestles are fine.
Right.
Like this isn't.
We never come down on the wrestling. The
Bad
wrestling is
match.
alright. Yeah, right.
It's just not an interesting match. Like, and I don't want to see it anymore.
Right. And clearly, this isn't just like one of those things where we're seeing it years later, we're not into it. Like, the fans
No.
were completely dead.
I don't know if you can actually use them as a good metric. This
Yeah.
this crowd was the most dead crowd I've ever seen. There's not even signs. There's like 4 signs, and they're not like, Jericho-holic. They're like, "Hi, Stacy."
Yeah. There's one in the first match that I wrote down because I was looking at signs, and it just said, "You dick." I'm like, there you go.
There's one later that actually says, "Where is Jericho?"
Yeah.
Very interesting. A lot of people flipping off the wrestlers in this match.
Oh, yeah.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah. I saw it a lot in the first match,
There
too.
was like 4 or 5 people who stand up in the middle of this pay-per-view and just flip somebody off, and like a wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, which probably is an Austin thing. Like they're
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
they're thirsty for better wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, bud?
You just scoping stuff out.
Yeah. All right.
Moving on. Oh, so the finish comes after Kidman. He does his usual finishing sequence. But Ray jumps to the top rope before the shooting star press, runs over and hits a top rope Hurricane Rana
Yeah.
for the 3.
Never seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes and 32 seconds on this one.
I can't. They take such a cool move and just bury it into the ground.
Right, because how many times can you see this thing? It's I don't know. I'm done with both of these guys.
I'm done with both these.
Like
guys.
I need Kidman to do something. I need him to get mic time. I need him to have a character or have a reason. He's just there and he went from like heroin addict to just like, hey, I'm cool now, and that was
But he
it.
didn't change. His,
Right, he
like,
didn't change
He didn't
anything.
change his
Right.
outfit. He
Right,
didn't change
he's-
his goddamn shirt.
Right.
It's not the 7-year itch anymore. It's the shooting star.
It's just shooting star press.
Yeah. But that's just the generic name for the
Yeah.
move, right? So does he have a finisher?
No, it's just a shooting star press.
Well, that was you never saw that before he did it. I mean, you might have saw it in Japan or Mexico.
Sure, that's fine, but call it something.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Call it the Nicole Kidman.
Crabs.
Does he have crabs?
What, Nicole Kidman?
Well, I'm just doing a 7-year itch.
Whatever happened to Nicole Kidman? She
Nicole
left?
Kidman, she is in that HBO show.
Thanos.
The TV show. She's Thanos' mom.
Yeah.
No, she's Dave's mom. Better if she's Dave's
Dave's
mom.
Please.
Thanos
please don't
totally
bring
bangs
Thanos home
Dave's
for
mom.
Christmas. All right. He looks at me funny.
Yeah.
He brings all those fucking rocks with him. Just whatever you do not bring Thanos home for
Just a
Christmas.
wheelbarrow of
Dave, I'm
rocks.
serious. I'm serious. I was nice last year.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mrs. Dave?
Yeah. Right when she's saying it, the doorbell rings. Who could that be?
The door becomes sentient.
Thanos has arrived!
Arrived! Arrived!
Sorry, I used the doorbell stone.
Hey, what's the eats?
What we got?
It's a nice couch.
Yo, you're looking hot, Mrs. Dave.
Thank you very much, Thanos.
Yeah. You gonna
Which
be
bed's
leaving?
mine?
You gonna be leaving tonight, or?
Yeah. So how long are you staying with us,
Yeah.
Thanos? The couch is under renovation.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I'm just gonna sleep in Dave's room.
That's fine.
I think it's right next to yours.
Dave,
right?
where are you sleeping?
Winkstone.
Wing
Michael
stuff.
Cera's like the floor, I guess.
Yeah. Front lawn.
Winkstone.
Yeah.
Oh
I think
my
he-
god, I didn't even know this match happened.
I feel like the wingstone, by the way, he just throws it at her.
No,
It's just a stone that he found in the front lawn.
It's like-
Wingstone.
It's like when you put a quarter or something in your eye and like hold it right there. Just like holds it right there. It's like, oink.
Yeah.
See the stone?
Seriously, I missed this match. Who's this match against? Oh right.
Yeah. I like this match actually.
All right, well I'll watch it.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
I love when we catch up to the pay-per-view.
We had a tag team promo showing Raven and Saturn not winning the title. They just kind of cost Dean and Malenko their titles.
Yep.
Dean and Benoit their titles.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hate them.
I love Saturn wearing his jeans and a goth cummerbund.
Okay, I said this in the last episode. This works. Him and Raven, when he's dressed all weird, but it's with
yeah.
Raven, fine.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is-
into it.
This is totally cool.
I also like The Matrix.
Do you?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on Fight Club?
Fine. Fine movie.
Gotta use the Revelation Stone.
Well filmed.
Matrix, like now that it's out of its moment, Matrix might be the greatest action movie ever, like of all time.
I read something online that I'm not sure how true this was, but they said when before the Matrix came out, there's very little marketing done on the Matrix. Where just like the posters were like, "What is the Matrix?" and the film, like the trailer, was very short. Where the idea was you didn't know what this movie was about, and that would drum up interest,
Right.
and it did.
It sure did.
So I mean, that's kind of interesting. I never.
Yeah.
We bought 46 posters and gave Perry Saturn a cummerbund.
Yeah.
Matrix.
Yeah, I just, like, it became a joke. Like, it was parodied so much that it became hard to take The Matrix seriously.
Right.
But I think now we're, God, almost 20 years out from when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Terminator 2. Maybe Aliens.
In terms of something that was influential, I mean, the movie was awesome. The movie was really
it's
good.
It's just like it's a real tight movie.
And it's a shame because the sequels.
Boy, they took a big shit.
But you can say that about the Terminator sequels, though, up until a certain one. I mean,
Well, it never should have been made.
Yeah.
So we go into match number 6, a tag team Raven Rules match for nothing.
Yeah. But you know what, though? I like the fact that we actually have a tag team match, and it's not about the fucking titles. It's just a grudge match. It's just, I'm pissed off at you, you're pissed off at me, I have a buddy to help me out.
It's kind of handy.
Fine. Cool.
Dean Malenko and Chris Benoit with Arn Anderson
Can
taking
you see
on
his
Raven and
sweaty
Saturn.
butthole already?
Who's sweaty butthole?
Malenko's. Like, are you kidding me?
I can't.
You walked to the ring.
That's just Perry Saturn's face, dude.
Yeah, that's
No,
not right.
well, it's gonna come back around.
That's just
No,
Chris
that's-
Benoit's
I
face.
don't want to look at that guy.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Nobody look at that.
He is a sweaty asshole.
We'll blur that out in post.
The crowd immediately turns on the Horseman.
Yeah, really quick.
Horseman sucks chance right away.
Well, at this point, though, like, the Horsemen are all now evil. You know, because Ric Flair's gone
Yeah.
insane, and he's all, like, drunk with power. So, like, that's the appropriate
All right.
response. So, that's fine.
Kick this match off with the new flock hitting some amazing two-man moves.
Yeah.
These guys are awesome, and the moves they pull are super sweet.
Would you like to know why? It's because Raven's in this
Mhm.
match,
Yep.
and Raven knows how to book a match.
He does. He absolutely does.
It's insane.
Cashes into Raven.
Are you a Raven fan, Cash? Cash, who's your favorite wrestler?
Arn Anderson,
Very insightful.
Humble Train.
Thanks, Greg. Uh-oh.
Get out.
No food for you.
Mm.
Yeah, this one, I also feel like there's I like the fact that Charles Robinson's in it, and he's part of the whole, like, Four Horsemen clique, and they're not quite sure whether he's trying to help the Horsemen here or not. They made it kind of vague. It seemed like he was trying to help them out, which I feel like they should have, like, just said, like, yeah, of course he is. He's with Nature Boy Ric Flair. He's
the
Little
Horseman,
Nate now.
right.
He should be trying to help the Horsemen win. But another added layer to this.
They make it. They bring it up a couple
Yeah.
times.
Oh yeah, it's blatant in this match.
Yeah,
too.
that's good, though. Like, I
Yeah.
want that. That's what I need.
I love the character development we get. I mean, you see, Saturn and Raven being themselves again,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
nice.
right.
We see the heel Benoit Malenko. You see Arn jawing at the crowd the entire time.
Yeah,
which
Arn's
is
fun in
awesome.
this one. I like Arn.
Arn's great. You can see Charles Robinson.
Yeah.
Obviously, Little Naching up. It's fun.
Everybody plays their role very well in this, and we've talked about it before. A lot of that might be Raven, where it's like, okay, you're gonna do this. This is what you're thinking in this match, Dean. You're not just going out there for the wrestles. You actually have a part in this to play. Charles, you're gonna do this. It really does build a really nice match. It's one of my favorite tag matches that we've seen in a while.
I was dead after the Riggs match, and the Disco and Conan match did not bring me up at all.
Yeah.
This one though, I was back on board.
Yeah,
after
I
this
like
one.
this match a lot. We've seen a couple, I say that though, but come to think of it, the last couple of pay-per-views, we've seen some good tag matches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. Good.
Anything
Look
else
at
for
Arn.
the
Look
finish?
at Arn.
He's so good.
He's so good.
Uncle Train.
Man, retirement agrees with him though. Like
Yeah.
in this one, he got
For
thinner.
sure.
He got like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, he looked way better. Uncle Train.
Dean Malenko, what a shit.
Yeah. Why is his butthole so?
Well, I don't know. You would think eating all those saltines that it would just
Right.
suck up all the excess water, but
It-
somehow it makes its way right to his beehole.
You're clogging right up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could ask Dean.
Yeah? How are we going to do that?
Dean,
Oh, yeah.
I have a question for you.
Well, I'm very busy. Could you just make it quick?
Okay, and real quick. Why is your butthole so wet in all of these matches? What happened, man?
Well, it's a trade secret.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna hint, but I won't tell you.
That's fine.
Okay. So, when your opponent's coming at you, Alright, it's very important that they want to not participate in the match.
That's 101.
Right.
Yeah.
That's natural.
Right.
So, what do? I get real sweaty ahead of time.
We can tell.
And then I just go out there and I was like, hey Raven. Hey Raven, look at my BO. Raven, you gotta look at my BO. And he's like, oh no, I wanna look at your BO.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's natural
I was
too.
like, no, but Raven, you gotta look at my BO. And then he did, but then he didn't want to pin me. Oh shit.
So
Oh, I don't know the whole secret.
It's okay, Dean. We're gonna teach that down in NXT. So thank you.
No, don't tell my secret.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Good night. Bye, Dean.
Oh, okay. No.
Cash is into
Oh
something.
yeah, Cash really wants to do
Did
that.
you scare Ty off?
He did.
Wow, he doesn't like Dean.
I have that effect on men. They're too intimidated by my Malenko and my sweaty people.
Have you ever had? Acquired mind needs to know. You ever met Scott Steiner?
Yeah, well, we have separate dressing rooms.
Okay.
All right. I have a strict no Sharpie or straw policy in mine, and no pranks. Malenkos don't pull prank well, except for my very classic Halloween prank. That's the only prank allowed. I don't want any Sharpie shenanigans.
On Halloween, some kids get a half saltine.
Ha 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 ha.
Laughter.
Human laughter.
Oh, well.
Feeling one, Craig?
What? Yeah, I'll take another one.
Whoosh. Knocks the laptop clean over.
Whoosh.
Go
So,
get Cash.
alright, I'm watching this match for the first time now.
I thought you said you watched this pay-per-view twice.
I did, and then somehow I don't remember this match at all.
Okay. I enjoyed it. I really thought this was a fun match, but I like all Raven matches. I really do. I can't think of our. We talked about it earlier in this podcast. The Raven Scotty Riggs match was awesome, and a lot of that was because Raven is just great storytelling.
I have to just assume that this match was good because Raven was in it.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
What were you drinking?
Oh, I just had some Diet Ginger Ale and rum.
Yep, that's what I was doing. Yeah, it looks good. Saturn's good when he has direction. When he's like on his own, I think he flounders a little bit.
He definitely needs somebody,
Um,
and you'll see that throughout his WCW career. Like even after this point, he'll go to the Revolution, and he needs other people around him.
Yeah.
He can be a great member of a group as like an enforcer, as like kind of the crazy wild card. That works for him. He can't be it by himself. He just
yeah,
can't.
like
He
that.
just
Because he's a weird dude. He's a weird wrestler.
he's bad promo too. I mean, he's not. He just doesn't
Yeah.
he doesn't have it there, which is fine though. You can build a good career. He did. I would say Perry Saturn's career, I would say, was pretty complete.
I remember Perry Saturn,
Yeah.
and that is more than I can say for Scotty Riggs, for Blitzkrieg.
You'll always remember
for,
Blitzkrieg.
for Blitz. The best.
Yep. I know.
Howdy.
So, yeah, like, you can be a good sidekick. Like, sometimes people need an Arthur to a kick.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Ty, you got anything to say about this before we move on?
You want to go over the ending?
No, you guys can go ahead.
I don't remember it. Moving on.
I haven't like for some reason I like stopped. I don't know if my doc saved differently.
Yeah.
I remember what happens. So Saturn sets up tables on the outside, and he attempts to dive through it and take out either Benoit or I think Benoit.
But yeah, I think so.
Arn pulls Benoit off, so Saturn just plows through the table himself.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Saturn.
Yeah. He's done that a couple. Yeah, you're right. He has done it a couple times where he just like loses his mind and forgets what tables are for. Like he just sees the table and he's like, I gotta go through this. Just
Yeah. Although this one was a little bit better than some of the ones in the past. It
yeah.
wasn't like, okay, I want to jump through this table.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, Raven's clear. Drive through now.
What was that one that we saw where it was also outside of the ring? He literally just waited for them to set up the table and then the other guy walk away. It's like going through the table.
Yeah, that was that awful one. It was Raven. Who else was in that? Shit.
I only
The
remember.
Nasty Boys one?
I feel like it was Public Enemy. Am I wrong on that one?
No, it was a three-way thing. and Raven was just
Disco
on top of the
and,
table like forever.
Yeah, right.
Boy,
It was bad.
that was a couple episodes ago. That was.
Oh, was that the DDP Raven and Saturn?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
That's exactly what it was.
That was so bad.
So inside the ring, Raven does some chair magic with Malenko, and it's wonderful. You get the drop toe hold.
Raven loves that chair.
He loves the drop toe hold.
It's great.
And I'm always amazed when he actually hits it, because it's like an 80% chance he misses that.
He does an awesome even flow DDT on top of the chair. Love it.
Yeah.
Did they play Even Flow?
What?
No, it was a cheap knockoff Even Flow.
Yeah.
I assume he played Even Flow in ECW.
Yeah.
Well, probably. They actually, do you ever hear Heyman talk about that with the music?
No.
They just didn't care. It was just like, it's all it was. It's like,
That's what I'm saying. That's
right.
why Sandman stabbed me, because, like, what are you going to do?
Right. They just didn't care. They thought that nobody would pay attention. Back then, you don't have the internet. You didn't have a lot.
Right.
You probably could have gotten away with quite a bit. So.
Like, you try to sue Paul Heyman at that point, it's like, he just laughs at you in court.
What are you going to get?
Yeah.
I haven't paid any of these motherfuckers. I think I'm paying
You
you?
can have 100% is nothing.
I'm just going to hand out chairs. That's all I got. I own bingo chairs. That's all I got. Here. Have a folding one. Have two. You and the missus.
So Orange just jumps in the ring, put the chair on top of Raven, because they're both out.
Yeah.
And then Benoit diving headbutts the chair on top of Raven.
I can't watch that. I really can't.
I know.
It's nasty.
No long-term damage there.
For the win. That's time I don't have written down. Sorry.
Whatever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
No,
But I love this match.
I did too. I thought, like, once again, kind of, this is like the third or fourth in a row episode we've seen where it's just a really good tag match that stands out. And I like that we're having those now, so.
Raven can hold his own in a match, like alone.
Yeah.
None of these other guys can, so I'm glad that they're all booking together at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's actually a good way to look at it because it did kind of save the other three from putting on like imagine a Dean Malenko Saturn match.
What a weird journey we've taken.
It's only gonna get weirder, brother.
Yeah,
Like, I was just thinking about like who we've seen and like Rick Martel was wrestling a year ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
the
man,
British Bulldog was exploding onto the scene.
Just getting more purple.
Like a giant purple grave.
I mean, this is all within the last year.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Did we remember we had like Neidhart for one episode?
There's
And then he just
oh,
vanished.
yeah.
And then he just went away.
There's no identity.
Yeah.
WCW has no identity. Who was WCW?
Hogan.
Hogan?
Hogan,
I would
Nash,
say
Hall,
Hogan, yeah.
and Flair.
Like, I don't know if we've ever talked about this. I was confused when I was a kid. It didn't really, like... I was like,
math is hard.
What?
Math is hard.
Reading's hard too.
Yeah. Like, I knew WWF was a thing, but then when I saw Hogan at WCW, I didn't think to myself, oh, he's with a different company now. I was like, oh, I must have been wrong, or these are the same company, or something like that.
Right.
Like, it took me a really long time to discern between the two that they were actually two different companies, and that Hogan was with one and not the other at this point. Because I wasn't a wrestling fan, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just aware of Hulk Hogan. So, like, it was, I don't know. I don't think casual fans knew that there was, like, a huge difference going on.
No, casual fan, and that's the audience that, especially at this point, that everybody was going for, was the casual fan. And they probably had to do a lot of that, explaining, like, this isn't I mean, if you're WCW, everyone always assumes you're the WWF. You know?
Right.
Just
Yeah, I might be a little bit on the other side of this one, because, like... Real funny, sorry. Like, I always knew the WCW guys when they came in, because I was like, oh, look at this fucking WCW guy. Because you saw signs every episode.
Great job of saying, oh, look at this fucking WCW
Yeah.
guy. WCW was like, oh my god, look at this guy. He's
Right.
a WW
They went all over the top.
superstar. Now he's ours.
He's made the jump.
He's made the jump from the big guys. And WWF's like, I guess we took him on.
WCW, we can't wrestle.
We gave this guy a pity wrestle.
Yeah, they're like, okay, Big Show, we're going to have you poop yourself in about 2 months. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Oh, dancing baby Big Show.
Oh, look at you go.
Real world talk. Was Chris Jericho the only person to jump to get like a respectable what's up?
He didn't even get a respectable one. When he first showed up, interrupting The Rock, that was huge.
Well, that's what I'm
Right?
thinking.
But here's the thing. Afterwards, he got buried for like months.
Yeah.
Upon months.
Well, he also had a lot of trouble adapting to the
Right, he did.
WWF
A lot of that
style.
was, he admittedly hit what he will say is his own fault. But it's still, no.
Right.
It's very rare that you'd have, the only one I can think of, and this is 1992 or 1990, was Ric Flair. Like Ric Flair came in
Sure.
as the
I don't
top.
even think that counts.
Right.
though.
It
Yeah,
should
that's
count.
different.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was so early.
Oh yeah. But he came in and he actually he even had the belt. Like he just took it. He like fuck it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess
Didn't they black it out?
They did. They had to blur it out because of like legal reasons. WCW was
Yep.
suing them. Yeah. Which I mean, like I don't understand that. Like he owns that belt. He did buy when you get it. He put down the deposit to buy the belt. Right? It's like when you won the WCW belt, if you actually had to put down like a
WCW would be the company that would make you
Of course
pay for your
No,
own belt.
I don't. Well, yeah, that's true. Like, I can't buy a Toyota and then put it in a movie and like keep talking about my Toyota. Like, yeah, I purchased the Toyota, but it's still a brand.
Maybe it's like
that
an option
represents
to like have the belt yourself, and they just
something. You can borrow it
Yeah.
and you can have one.
yeah.
yeah. I think
That's
so. I think it's what
that's
it
why
was.
we had
And he,
Steiner, the outsiders with the fucking baby belts for so long.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go to Toys R Us. We got our own. Don't even worry about
yeah,
it.
it's all good. We got it.
Well, anyway, where are we at?
Moving on, we get a video package showing Ric Flair stripping
Oh.
Scott Hall of the U.S. title, which
Okay.
leads to yet another tournament.
Are we assuming Scott Hall is battling demons?
I
Is
think-
he fucked
yeah.
up? Is that
Okay.
the thing?
This is
Yeah.
Scott Hall's year.
Yeah, that's right.
The year of Hall.
The year of Hall.
That's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
This is Scott Hall's year, 1998. Scott Hall.
So we do get a quick taste of Jericho losing
Yeah, I know.
like twice.
It was
in
good to see
the,
him.
It was good to see him. It was almost too much of a tease though for me.
It
Like I'm like,
oh.
it was painful.
His clip in this video package is the best thing that happens on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Because he loses, and then he gives out to Dadwinkle, and Dadwinkle's like, all right, fine. Go face Scott Steiner.
yeah. Oh man.
And is that the like actual last time that they see him?
I don't know. I'm sure he's on like one of the like Saturday Night Lightning or something like that. But he's on. They bury him at this point.
Yeah,
So they,
oh no, he's just getting just shat on.
yeah, they don't care.
Moving on to match number 7, the finals for the vacated U.S. title. We're going to see Booker T versus Straw Steiner.
Yeah. I can definitely see why they ran with this match many times though over the next 2 years because they have good chemistry with each other.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, okay. Like, they had chemistry, like, you ever seen a couple who you think is just going to start fighting in a restaurant, but they don't? Like, well, I think someone forgot to let the dog out. It's like, well, I guess, you know what? I'm sorry, babe.
Yeah.
I will do my best to let the dog out tomorrow. But maybe if someone didn't leave dishes in the sink, I wouldn't have to do dishes, so I don't have to forget about the dog.
Or it's like, what are you gonna have to eat? Lobster.
Okay, I guess I'm just having a salad then. No, I'm sorry. Cancel that wine, just the water for me.
What is good? Is the bread unlimited? Great, keep it coming. All right, that's great. She's gonna have the lobster.
No, you're in too much of the fight territory
Yeah.
there. You just gotta kind of sigh and suck it up.
She's
Like,
gonna have lobster.
She'll have the lobster.
She'll have the lobster. I'll have bread. Is butter free?
No, the best, like, the waiter comes over and is like, she's gonna have the lobster. I didn't want the lobster. No, you want the lobster. You want the lobster.
Not if you're gonna get bread. No, just take the lobster.
But yeah, these guys, I mean, they fight. They're good brawlers. I'll give them that.
I gotta say this right now. Steiner is the best at getting heat from that crowd. He is. Nobody's better than him right now. And,
I think at this point,
he
Scott
is-
Steiner's probably the best thing that they have.
I think so too. He comes down there, and the fans are ready to murder him. Like he doesn't. Obviously, he stokes that. He gets in people's faces. He's talking about their girlfriends or their wives or whatever.
Heat magnet. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that weird thing though, where like that one kind of homely girl starts touching him? Did you see that?
No.
If I were a homely girl, I would try to touch Scott
Hold
Steiner.
on, is this the match?
Yeah, this is
I'll
good.
just point it out to when it comes up.
Alright.
But it's like this one girl like really gross. I'm gonna have to like look at it again. Was that a dude? Nope, that's an ugly girl. Okay, fair enough.
Tacoma's finest.
Yeah. Who has better women?
They sent someone out a month ahead of time, put out some ads in the papers and whatever the equivalent of Craigslist was, the one ad digest.
Right. Yep.
That's a Tacoma 10 right there.
And they were like looking for hot ladies
Yeah.
to participate in Steiner, and this is what they got.
I feel like hot was in quotes.
Hot.
Yeah.
Looking for Tacoma hot.
We're gonna have to buy Scott Steiner 2 women, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can we get some sex robots from the future? Is that possible?
Oh, cash.
Oh, no, he can eat
So you
that.
can have the bottle?
Yeah, he loves
Oh,
bottles.
okay.
I've seen
It's
Austin
his favorite
Powers.
Okay, fair enough. Just want to make sure.
I've seen Austin Powers. Do fembots exist? And can I buy 3?
I don't know, Mr. Bischoff. I'll look into it.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's
Be
a-
sure that you do.
Yes.
First off, what is a Medacia and how do I get 3?
Look at how good he is.
He's so pure and good.
He's like really just like, I mean, you almost expect a riot to break out
Yeah.
when he's just doing his thing here.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah. I really want to.
Oh, Big Papa Pump sign. See? Someone gets it.
They're everywhere, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was saying earlier that I hadn't seen any signs for like actual wrestlers that were all like,
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm from Tacoma,
Yeah.
or I have a truck.
Or. Yeah, dude.
GMC. Big Papa, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
When I do.
Farouk.
That's pretty good.
Farouk.
When I do the crowds of WCW, I probably say I have to sift through more Scott Steiner signs than anything else.
Yeah.
Like
I
he is.
can imagine. The
Yeah,
dude's-
it's.
The dude's a magnet for heat. I love to hate Scott Steiner.
Yeah, he's so good at this. He's so good.
I mean, weird jokes we make about him aside, the dude's fantastic at what he does. Which is suplexes and yelling at people.
In the crowd, though, not only do they hate him, then they start chanting like steroids at him. Like they're giving it right back.
Oh, yeah.
And he's stopping matches and like getting to like pointing matches and screaming matches with some fan at ringside. It's just perfect. Perfect. And Booker T is a very good face to play off that.
No doubt.
You know, so everything.
Yeah, I know. Shaking hands.
Right, exactly.
Starting up the Uncle train.
Right.
Getting him good to go. What was that guy? What's their head of security? Do we have a name for him?
Dillinger. Doug Dillinger.
Doug Dillinger?
Yeah.
Was he the one who was like a Santa Claus motherfucker who was
Yeah.
Yep.
holding down Rick?
Yes.
Rick, don't mace him. No, don't
Don't
do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, jeez.
You did it.
Oh, now what?
You
Let me check. Hold on. Let me check the handbook. Yell his name.
Oh, wait, I think it's coming up. I think it's coming up.
The homely girl?
Yeah. No, that's
That's
Tender.
That's the most homely girl.
But even this is good too.
What do you think Tensor's motivation behind that bow tie is?
Looking dope. I love
Yeah.
it.
Looking dope, yeah. And the cummerbund, the matching cummerbund.
I-
Actually, that girl's cute.
No, it's not her.
They should have paid her. I'm not saying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying that's her. I'm just saying. If you wanted,
Oh, I think it's right here. Hold
if
on.
you wanted Tacoma
Here it
10,
is.
that
Here it
was
is.
the
Here it
one.
is. Here it is.
Oh, oh man, that's like a Tacoma 4.
Right?
Oh, is that even?
That's my thing. I had to rewind it. I'm like,
Is that even a Tacoma 4?
yeah.
Or is that like an Oklahoma City 7?
By the time we're through this podcast, there's going to be no city that will
Yeah.
take us.
It's definitely a Louisville 10.
Yeah.
Louisville 10.
What was the one that we really shit on?
Oh,
Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem. Yes. Where all you can do is smoke.
Oh, Winston-Salem 22.
I think that they're 100s.
Yeah.
Oh. That was a good episode. That was the what the fuck is an Armstrong episode?
Yes, that
wasn't
was.
it?
I think so.
Oh,
That was
a
Fall
good
Brawl, I
episode.
think. Yep.
This city is trash.
Winston-Salem. What do you get at Winston-Salem? Cigarettes and
Show us your
sadness.
cigarettes.
Herpes. Herpes from a Buffalo 2.
Hey, Luger? Lex Luger,
Probably.
Buffalo 2.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Every time I see Luger now, he's wearing like a Bills shirt or a Sabre shirt.
Oh man, dude,
That
your
makes me
life is
sad.
already so sad.
I know.
Why do it? Why do that? Just don't. Don't be a Buffalo Sabres fan.
No.
Actually, Sabres were good for a minute, right?
No.
A minute.
Not for like the last 4 years.
Yeah, a minute like 5 years ago.
Yeah. They have Jack Eichel.
Oh well, thank God.
That's kind of all they got.
Previously, I was worried that they didn't have Jack Eichel, but now
Now I know they have at least
my
one
greatest fears are subsided.
Eichel. They have plus one Eichel.
More Eichels than I have.
So, anyways, we had pretty much everything we expect from this match.
Yep.
Steiner spends at least, this match is 15 minutes long. He spends the first 5 of it just not fighting.
Yeah.
He steps out, bell rings, steps out of the ring, yells at the crowd, comebacks in, yells at Booker, jumps back outside, yells at everyone, yells at the ref,
Yeah.
yells at his mom.
Just going ham on people, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
which is great.
Did he really yell at his mom?
No. He stalls just nonstop this match, though. It's great. It's actually surprisingly fun.
Yeah.
Booker wants to fight. He looks fired up. But Steiner's like, no.
It's really fun. And like I said, Booker T is perfect for this. He's behind, the crowd is behind him.
Yep.
It's very clear who's the face, who's the heel. Even though Steiner has like that coolness about him, the fans still hate him.
Oh, no,
That's fine. That's
he's
perfect.
a cool heel.
Yeah.
That's perfect, though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, WCW has had this tremendous issue with their heels not being heelish, their heroes not being heroes. Like, everything's just this big, garbled, gray mess. It's nice to have a villain who is both loved and hated. Like, people appreciate it.
Yeah, right.
Like, they're actually booing the fucking villain for
right.
once.
Here, it's like Miz heat, where people boo the Miz,
Yes.
but they know
Right.
that he's
They
good
love
at what
him.
he's doing. Yeah, they love him, but he's also intolerable when he's on the mic in character.
You know what? Miz got Rolling Stones Wrestler of the Year. Not that Rolling Stone's a huge, like, source, but they actually do a lot of wrestling coverage.
Oh yeah.
I'm thrilled about that.
No, that's huge. That's
I'm always
awesome.
scared that, like, what I love, only I love, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I'm glad that just anybody else, any position of authority or, like, expertise or whatever, understands that The Miz is the best thing going.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Can't wait for him to come back.
Yeah, because he's filming, right?
Yeah, he's filming.
Another Marine.
Marine 6.
I've never seen a Marine.
That's right.
I did see that Santa movie he was in, though, and that was alright.
That was something.
I'm telling
Paige
you.
was in it.
Yes, I heard about that. I hadn't seen it, but you haven't seen Explosion the movie, huh?
Boy, it brings a whole new meaning to White Christmas.
The Marines are
She's really white.
The Marines are fun. The 12 Rounds movies, I think, are really enjoyable.
I like 12-round movies too.
The third one stars Dean Ambrose, and it's pretty much just Die Hard.
Oh, we gotta watch that one now.
Can I imagine Dean? Okay. That new Cena movie looks fucking hysterical. Cock punchers, or not cock punchers.
Blockers.
Cock blockers.
Blockers.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about Ferdinand for a second.
Yeah, he plays the Steve Giant Bull and he butt chubs his vodka.
Maybe I missed the trailer on that one, but
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I'm a bull. I just want to be loved.
That
Butt
was-
chubs
that was
beer.
Come on, bud.
Yeah.
I believe in you. There we go.
you got up
There
there,
we
yay!
go.
Well, like,
No, cock punchers. Not cock punchers.
blockers.
Cock blockers.
It's just called blockers.
It's just
It's
called
got-
blocker.
okay.
but It's got a big.
I have-
It's got a big rooster on top of it.
Gotcha. No, I've never even seen this trailer.
It's like the reverse Porky's kind
Oh,
of thing. So
okay.
like,
I said it was American Pie, but through the eyes of the parents.
yes, that's exactly it. It's American Pie with
So,
the eyes of the
so like, all these kids are like,
All right.
we're gonna lose our virginity on prom night. And the
Okay.
parents are like,
No. And John Cena plays one of the dads.
I'm on board with that.
it's-
Anybody else in that I would know?
Ike Burke.
Ike Barinholtz.
We're watching some movie. Bright. We're watching Bright.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, this guy's in fucking everything. Some rando actor. And Ty's like, oh yeah, that's Ike Burkholz. I'm like, fuck you, you're making that name up. And second, you definitely don't know that guy. That is his name.
Yeah.
It's Ike whatever. And who the hell knows it? This guy.
Ike Barinholtz.
Ike
He
Barinholtz.
was in the Suicide Squads.
He was in the Suicide
Okay.
Squad.
He
and
was the
Bright.
one
And now
who
butt
force
chuggers.
feeds Harley Quinn. He
Yeah.
butt chugs her in the face.
No, that's you're mixing movies. Butt chugging
Nope,
and
that's-
cock blockers.
No, he shoots the yogurt down her mouth.
Are we still talking about?
What were you watching?
It's
this
a
on
Suicide
Pornhub?
Squad.
Are we still talking about Ferdinand?
Ike Burn Walters.
Ike Barinholtz.
Shoots
He's
Yogurt
the-
down her
down
throat.
down Harlequin's throat. It's 17 minutes.
You can see the visual stuff on Deviant.
Yes, that's
First
right.
off, I wish Suicide Squad was 17 minutes. And ended with just yogurt down her throat.
17 minutes.
No, he's the security guard, the cop who's
Okay, look.
like all up in her grill.
That is correct. He is the security guard in Suicide Squad. I do not remember a scene where he shoots hot yogurt down a young tied up girl's
You're the
throat.
one who said it. Hot yogurt.
Check his internet history.
You said hot yogurt. What did you say?
Hot yogurt.
Oh, you just said yogurt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the fucking
Because she has
weird
the
one
choice
here.
between flavors. It's like strawberry chocolate. And then just blast Margot Robbie in the mouth.
Here's
Carnival game.
your hot yogurt, Harley Quinn.
My only weakness.
My name's Ike Barinholtz, remember it!
Gonna be in bright soon.
Okay. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of hot yogurt down the throat, Scott
Here's
Steiner's in
Scott
this
Steiner.
match.
Somebody give me Sharpies.
Someone get me that Ike Barinholtz guy. I got some things to tell him.
I'm gonna write my name all over his forehead.
I watched that Suicide Squad. That's not how you shoot yogurt down the throat. All right. Cash, you're blocking ties.
I want to see Scott Steiner cosplay as Harley Quinn now. Yeah, that's right.
Come here, Puddin'. Give me that yogurt.
They call me Rip Climb. The guy can climb anything.
Daddy's little slugger. Yogurt.
What do you look at me like that for? I'm worried the bad guys.
Yeah.
Give me your dick.
Give me your dick. Give me your dick. Give me your yogurt.
I hear you. I can hear you can hit any target from any two. I'm gonna go over there.
What are we? Like some kind of Sharpie squad?
Let's see what kind of aim you got that shot. See if you can get that yogurt down the throat. Here's some yogurt I had pre-prepared.
I promise I won't turn around.
You just got pranked.
Okay.
Will Smith quit Suicide Squad too.
I heard all you gay.
Hey, Reynolds, you're death shot now.
You're Reynolds.
Scott Steiner, casting director.
Casting director / Harley Quinn.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I think I'm a little drunk.
This is. This is the stuff that Ty normally has to edit out.
Yeah, but now you Twitch viewers, you get to, and you future YouTube viewers.
That's right.
You get to see this uncut,
See Ty's
full of hot yogurt.
Yep.
Next thing is just Ty Googling how do I burn a YouTube channel.
This is a good compromise.
Yeah.
You can still listen to the highly edited podcast.
Right,
or they
exactly.
can
That's going to
see
go
our
on.
Sweet voice, see our sweet faces, and hear our sweet yogurt
And
jokes.
look at
I wish someone would yell at me on Twitter for stupid shit that I say.
yeah.
We'll get there.
Cash is going to bring in the viewers. And
Yeah.
He's a cute motherfucker.
he is. And he's been licking his balls a couple
Oh my
times this
God.
month. That's nice.
We'll get that Steiner crowd.
Yeah.
So the end of the match comes.
I saw your podcast, Dog Gay.
Can I hang out with him?
How did you do that?
Can't get down there.
I'm trying.
My baseball muscle won't get.
Just flex Gogurt in my mouth.
Gogurt. So he has it, yeah. Instead of crushing walnuts, I crush Gogurt.
Boom, gotcha. I'm dead shot now.
And Harley Quinn.
Oh,
I got
boy.
some weird fan fiction. You guys should read it.
Can't believe you read it.
So Scott Steiner's in this match.
Anything before the finish on this one?
I don't even remember the rest of the match.
No.
What happened in this match? Oh, I remember.
Nothing.
I thought he was
It's-
going
You
to
know
go.
what? Scott hits his Frankensteiner, which I haven't
Yeah.
seen that in forever.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah.
I thought that Booker T was going to go for the Harlem Hangover, which is my least favorite move in wrestling, and he didn't, and I was
Yeah.
thrilled.
Now you say it's your least favorite move in wrestling. Is it worse than anything you saw Blitzkrieg do?
No.
Is it
well,
not as
Blitzkrieg
dangerous?
Blitzkrieg doesn't do moves. he just sort of
Attempts
toils his way off of things
Yeah.
in a move-like manner.
Tries
No.
to cripple the person he's wrestling.
The Harlem Hangover always looks to me like he fell.
Yeah, right.
You know, like
yeah.
not that like he's doing a precise "I'm a professional" move. It's like I'm gonna throw myself
Yeah,
at you.
the problem is
and
he's
hopefully I'll get you.
He's too big.
He's
like
too
to do
big,
it right.
right.
He's just too big to do it. And it's
not
impressive,
true,
but it just
no.
looks like
Always.
he just collapsed.
What are you?
Balls.
Gay.
Can't believe all you were watching that.
You can just push him off of you. He's not allowed to lick his balls on me.
What's happening right now?
He's-
It's a whirlwind.
Just let him finish. Let him finish, Ty.
Just
Let him-
accept your fate.
Yep.
Cash. Hey, stop it.
Hey.
I'm gonna put that as a 10-hour loop on our YouTube channel.
Come
Cash,
here,
stop
buddy. Cash, come here. Come
Go
on.
see Dad.
Go see Dad. Who's your daddy? It's me. Come on.
So Scott busts out a foreign object.
Oh yeah, right.
As Scott Steiner is
Oh
wont
yeah,
to
what
do.
is that?
Who knows?
It's one of the note paper shurikens we were talking about earlier.
The mall.
So like, it was in his jock, but it was like way in his jock.
Yeah, he
we
had to
lost
dig
our-
in that
We
one.
lost our feed. Weird.
Yeah. Oh well.
I hope all the internet didn't die. That's still going. All right, whatever.
Sweet.
Hooray!
Excuse me. So he goes to hit Booker. Booker ducks. Booker goes to get Scott Steiner up in a suplex, and as Booker is suplexing Scott, little punch with the foreign object, like the Meng thumb thing, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know, it was something like that.
The what was it?
The golden spike.
The
for his
golden
sins.
spike.
Yeah, right.
Sins. That's what he got.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I found this in the garage. It's a golden spike for my sins.
So Booker takes the 3, and we have a new U.S. champion at 15:37.
Okay.
Cool. I love Steiner as a champ.
Yeah, that's great. I feel like anything that gets him more in the spotlight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Cool.
So they can get the feedback.
I like both these guys. I just don't want to see them fight anymore.
We
For
will.
a little while at least.
A lot. We'll see a lot.
Well-
I mean, the last Nitro has these two on it.
So here's the thing.
So?
Like, they are both at the right level for each other.
Yeah.
You know, who do you elevate for them? Who do you downgrade for them? I don't know. The only person I consider in their league is DDP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
gonna say DDP.
Yeah.
I mean, without spoiling anything, well, fuck it. It's 20 years old. DDP wins the championship this year, so he's now elevated also. He can't go back down to their level.
Right.
So, like, I don't know who these two wrestle, if not each other.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to just see them.
Kurt Hennig, maybe?
Bagwell. I mean,
Bag-
you'd have
sure.
Booker T fight Bagwell. I mean, that would make. They're all on the same. They're all on that like upper mid card level, ready to break through. I think, and you're right. They're perfectly matched for each other. They're on the opposite ends of the coin. You have the one like a whole totally despicable heel, and the super nice good guy. So of course you put them together a lot.
I would even say
Yeah.
like mix up some cruiserweight stuff. I don't need to see a cruiserweight championship. Put like cruiserweight versus TV title, whatever.
Well,
we
shit.
just saw. Like have like Steiner versus Ray or Hoovy.
The most interested I've ever been in Ray is when he fought Kevin Nash. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's
true.
not a bad idea.
Even just something different.
Yeah.
Moving on to Ray on internet for what
Wow.
apparently Mark
This
says
is
is his
something else.
favorite
It's
Yeah.
thing
so
ever.
insane. This entire thing looks great. Like my first thought was Mark Madden looks like a dad who has to like call like the Kmart PA system to go get his kid because he's first looking down at Ray like this, like you had to run away. You have to hide in the clothes again. He's like, you little shit. It's like, we have so many errands to run today. Ray
Mark Dadden.
Ray has so much trouble getting a coherent thought off. Again, it's so amazing.
Well, if he did get one off, could you hear it?
Right, the audio's all fucked up.
That was the weirdest thing. The crowd was booing so loud.
Yeah.
The
At
crowd
first off, I thought it was part of the bit.
Right.
Like, so I watched this the first time. It was a month ago. I don't remember very well. I watched it this time. I was like, oh my god, maybe I missed something. Maybe like Ray cheated or something. I thought the crowd were booing at him, and that was part of it.
Right.
And they were going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, Ray, I can't even interview. The crowd's booing so hard. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It was just so loud you couldn't hear them.
This is something that happens usually during our second wrestler on internet section. They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's those two plus usually a cruiserweight or something like that. It's like, come on, we're here.
Can you reach back there and hit the Xbox, turn it off and on again behind you?
Where is it?
Yeah, you'll get there.
It's just a real, just a fuster cluck of.
That should be enough.
a shit, like a segment.
Yeah.
The audio is all matched,
Thank you.
so you're gonna hear the announcers at the same level as the crowd, as the same level as the wrestlers and the people who are trying to interview him.
There's just something hysterical about how badly this all came off. Mark Madden, like none of them look like they're ready when it starts. Okay, Mark Madden looks like fucking Hagrid next to little Ray Ray.
You're a wizard here, Ray.
Yeah. And then,
I'll give you a thumbs up on that.
and then so all this stuff is going on. We can't hear a word, and then you have like the worst graphics this side of Halloween Havoc, like stumble across the scene. We have like a galloping horse and a cactus, and it's so weird, but hysterical. I love when things go wrong and WCW just aborts in mid interview,
And we're done.
and they're like, move on. I love that.
Go back to Rey Mysterio on our internet position.
Yeah.
And we're done with that.
I do want to hear more Ray interviews though at this time. Remember how good those were?
No. Nope.
Good in quotes.
Hey, I don't want to be part of the LWO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have kids.
Yeah.
I have the kids.
You wrestle here, right?
Fuck. Line?
619!
Yes. Yes, I wrestle.
Good lucha.
Viva la Raza! Wait, no, that's not me.
Yeah.
Disco Inferno?
Yeah. That's all right. No. Okay. Bye.
Eddie, please help!
Oh man, Kalisto was at that WWE thing.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mm.
Got that weird, like, I'm a dragon thing? going
Yeah.
on?
He still does that. He wrestled Enzo.
Seems right.
Yeah.
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 205 Live is getting... I don't know.
I feel like
it's doing what it should have done in the first place.
right.
Yeah.
But
But it's
also,
far too late.
I feel like guys are kind of hitting their groove there, though. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Drew Gulak is like the best thing on that show.
He's like a real straight man, right?
Right, he
Yep.
plays the incredible, but like he'll answer Enzo. Enzo will be like, "How you doing?" He's like, "I'm doing very well, thank you." And you? And this is
How you doing? I'm doing very well.
yeah, right. And he keeps threatening people with a PowerPoint. He did that in the crowd too. It was
I
good.
love that. It's the Matt Striker.
Right.
Which is something I always
As it should.
I like Matt Striker. I always did. So
We've got Tommy coming up, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah. Right. If he doesn't
For the next 2 months before he breaks something
breaks in
else.
half
right.
again. Boy, I feel bad for Tommy because I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah.
This was what 3 years ago now, 2 years ago at this point. You were like, "Yep, they signed these 3 guys. Kevin Steen, he's gonna be real cool. This guy, Prince Devitt, he's like, he's really cool, like kind of an interesting guy. He comes out dressed like Venom. That's really cool. And this, what was it, Kenta?
Kenta.
Kenta, like, this Japanese wrestler, and people are real high on him.
The guy who invented half the moves you see in wrestling.
Right. Yeah,
today.
exactly. Yeah. Right.
And now, I mean, look at it. Fucking Finn Balor's huge. Kevin Owens is probably the second best wrestler in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
He's like one of the best things going on.
Oh, God.
On
Yeah.
either show.
Yeah, and fucking hit Tommy, man.
Which is where it started.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just like
And a lot of that's not his fault.
No,
but
it's
I
not.
mean,
It's all
I
the injury.
understand that,
Yeah.
but just
it sucks. Sometimes
so much potential.
I mean,
And
even
it's a
Nakamura's
shame.
blowing things out right now.
Right.
He's doing great. Come on, buddy.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing too. When you're
Stop
in sports in general, not just sports entertainment, but in sports, sometimes like if you're injury prone, that's it. Like you just can't get over that.
I know.
There's been plenty of guys who are like, oh my god, this guy's so talented, but he's made of glass. So sucks. But he might not ever. I don't think he'll ever. I honestly don't think he'll ever reach his potential
No.
at this point.
No.
He's just kind of gotten out of shape too. Have you seen him lately?
And I mean you can't do that Japanese style in WWE.
Yeah.
It's too physical for what they'll allow and
Right.
all that stuff. And
what your opponents can keep up with.
right.
Oh yeah. Right.
So even if he was 100%,
Like, you think
all
Jason
the time,
Jordan's going to keep up with strong style?
Yeah.
Haha, no.
you ain't gonna fight Nakamura every match. So I mean.
I don't know. I feel bad for him. I don't think even if he was 100%, I don't think he would ever be successful.
Yeah.
So it's a shame.
It
But
is,
whatever.
but,
But
yeah.
that's what you get. Like he probably still is making a good amount of money
Oh, I'm sure it is.
for sitting on his ball sacks and
For 3 years.
And even so, I think even like later on, I think you might have something, maybe back officey trainer or even a
Yeah.
scout or something like that.
A scout, actually, a
Rotation.
Japanese scout would be something they would definitely would
That's
use.
true.
So, I mean, yeah.
That's a good point.
And somebody who can speak the language, like when you have these Japanese wrestlers come over, to have somebody who can speak the language and also like acclimatize them to the WWE system, I think that's really beneficial. I think it's because I think right now that's Funaki. I'm not even joking. I think that's
Oh, no, it is.
that's what they use Funaki for.
I steal.
So, yeah.
I steal.
Do we? Are there any big signings going on in WWE right now? Like, is there anybody coming in that
They don't.
we're hyped about?
There shouldn't be.
I feel
There's,
like they've really cooled down on it.
The Baszler girl, the UFC girl, the part of the four horsewomen.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, she's in that. She just debuted in NXT. So.
She'll be called up immediately for that Royal Rumble thing they're doing.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I like that, by the way. I like the women
You like
Royal
the chick
Rumble. I do.
Rumble?
Yeah, but you have so many like women wrestlers. Might as well do a Raw. And you know what? Throw in Lita. Throw in like your surprises like you do with the men one, and you'll round it out.
Yeah, they'll let Lita in there for a minute.
Yeah.
Beth Phoenix will wrestle once.
Right, exactly, and that'll be fun, and it gives another thing to the Rumble. The Rumble's already awesome. The Rumble's the best thing WWE ever
Yeah,
does.
I'm fine with that.
So-
I actually think it's really. I get it, but I don't like that there are other matches during the Rumble.
Yeah, right.
I feel like the Rumble should be the Rumble.
Well, right now it's only 3 matches. It's the women's Rumble, the men's Rumble, and then the main event, which was Big Strong Man versus Bork versus Kane.
Have we seen that yet?
What?
Have we seen Brock Lesnar?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
Brian
it wasn't.
right, yeah.
It was fine
Oh, how do I not remember that?
because it wasn't very memorable.
Yeah, I did read
probably didn't
that.
watch it, too.
I did read that Brock's favorite opponent that he's wrestled lately was Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I
Like,
believe
he
that. That
really-
was a great match.
right.
I remember.
He just said like I think Brock is like somebody he can like lay into and will just like if he can lay into you and you're fine with it, he'll allow you to he'll sell the shit for you. And he sold a lot for Samoa
Yeah.
Joe. So
We get back on track here.
okay, let's get back.
We're almost done. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even 9 o'clock yet.
We're doing
We're
good.
doing great.
Moving on
Scott
to
Steiner wins.
So matter of fact. You ain't wrong.
I wish you could have seen the way I saw that. Alright guys, come on. Let's get back on track. And you just looked at the camera. So excited because you knew what happened. He said, Scott Steiner wins.
Craig was able to be a professional for 5 seconds.
I am hosting now. Scott Steiner wins. Back to you, Ty. Take us through the Rey Mysterio on internet thing you already went through.
Take us through that Scotty Riggs whip wreck match. It's already over. Damn!
Scotty Riggs wins.
You got it right this time.
Put that on a dubstep beat. Scott Steiner wins.
Sorry.
What do you think, Cash?
It's like I was asleep. Oh.
Match number 8. Nash with Elizabeth and Luger taking on Goldberg.
I was happy to see him again.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. I was super happy to see Liz, as I always am.
Oh, of course.
And then I lost all faith in humanity when I saw Lex stumble out.
Luger looks just so awful right now.
It's like,
He looks
shit.
awful.
This is bad. I mean, Luger's never good Luger, but this is particularly
This
bad.
is exceptionally terrible, Luger.
Yeah. He just looks like shit. There's no zero. He never has any passion anyway. But it's like he clearly doesn't want to be there. It's just horrible.
He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
I don't want him
Right.
there.
I'm happy not seeing.
No one wants Lex Luger around right now.
I always think that's Jonathan Coachman, by the way.
Is that true?
No, it's not. But
A little.
yeah, right. Like I said, what is that?
What is that?
This entire segment is so
What is
good.
going on there?
And I also love how your graphic goes in front of your website. It's like,
He looks like he's being interrogated
Yeah.
by 2 giants. He's like a kid
Yes.
who was caught downloading porn.
Look at how
And now
big.
his 2 gay dads
I
are
like-
going to grill him.
I like the school library.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Were you Googling boobies?
No.
It
It was
was
for school. I was
I was
doing a
looking
thing.
up
It was 'cause
Bobby's,
I was
famous
Googling
Bobby's.
Bob's.
Bob's.
And,
We're
a
doing
bad,
a thing.
typo.
We're
bad
doing a thing
speller. You can
on
check
the
my
British
English
cops.
grades.
There's British police officers called
Yeah,
Bobbies.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at this intro.
Evanescence. What's that say?
Ted Goldberg and Kevin Nash.
This
place.
I did not have a great time with this match.
Nope. This was not great.
But at least it was short. Like I've said that a couple times.
Yeah.
It was very quick. So any match that goes like under. How do you have the count for this? I usually say like 8 minutes or less.
6 minutes.
And well, anything 8 minutes or less, I can't be mad at because whatever.
It is 8 minutes or less, but I can be mad at it.
Yeah.
You can?
I can. Why are you giving me? Why are you wasting 7 minutes of my life with this?
Because you paid for it already.
Well, I don't want Eric Bischoff's actual answer for this.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I want to know why you think this is something that's appropriate to put on
his actual
television.
answer. He didn't insert like snorts in between. It's like, because you paid for that.
I don't need to see like the "fuck you, we got your money" dance.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
I love that dance.
That's his taunt. If you had the Nitro or the NWO
spam
game,
taunt.
right?
Fuck you, I got your money.
Those little wiggles.
And then
And
he
cross
busts out
throw.
some Nitro girls. They dance around.
Right. And then a pyro explosion. And then a helicopter crash.
And then Bischoff doesn't even wrestle.
Yeah, it's a really elaborate taunt in the game.
I don't want to ruin the Effies, and it might already be too late for this, but I think Saving Pilot Ryan might be the best joke we've ever done.
I respectfully disagree with you.
I know, and I can't be too upset with you because your favorite joke is the joke I made. I just thought Saving Pilot Ryan was just the perfect culmination of a really good joke.
That is...
It was like an episode-long joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just perfect. It was just perfect.
Man, we got another one of those coming up. That one?
No, Hog Wild's over, isn't it?
Is it a couple months?
No, I thought it was over.
No, there's one more.
I thought there were 3 total.
Oh, wait.
No,
No.
I think we're done.
Oh, yeah.
We're done with
Yeah,
Hog Wild.
I think
I think we're done with Hog
What's
Wild.
place?
I know we're done with World War III's.
Yeah, we're definitely... That's the one I know we're done with. World
That
War
sucks.
III.
What could they possibly put in his place?
I think Sturgis still goes.
Yeah, I think there's one... I really do think there's another
Okay.
Robert.
What the fuck do I know?
Do you know who wins this match?
Look in the camera. Say it again.
Steiner wins!
Back to you, Todd.
Who wins this match? Goldberg wins this match. I remember this.
Yes.
Because it
Yep.
had a terrible jackhammer.
Yeah, Kevin Nash
Had a
did...
terrible jackknife.
It has the fucking... Bobby actually calls it a jackhammer, too.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Or no, he says Goldberg's going for the jackknife.
No, yeah, he gets it mixed up.
Okay.
Yep.
It's like, oh, that's Goldberg's going for the jackhammer.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, fuck
I don't give a shit. I think Goldberg's great. I think he's got that look.
I know you do.
I know he doesn't put on great matches, and that's fine.
I know he doesn't.
But like, he's intimidating. Like this is real. This is a good thing.
Right, and the fans have been clamoring for him so long. All the last couple episodes, we still hear the Goldberg chants during the main event, and they just weren't giving it to us. So I mean, he's back. You know the match isn't going to last long, especially now, especially at this point. So
Sometimes you can get by on this, man.
yeah.
And he does, and I'm fine
And this
with
match
that.
ended the way it should have ended. It really is. Like
That's
if
true.
Nash stole the win, it should have Goldberg getting it back.
I hate Superman.
Oh, I know.
I think he's bullshit. I think he's just a lame superhero. That's just me.
I agree.
I understand why a lot of people like Superman. And this is like it's kind of the same thing. It's like I get why it's just he's a big, strong dude. Everybody wants him to win. I mean, I understand.
Look, I totally understand your point. And I can't even argue it. I also don't like Superman, but if Superman came out jacked as fuck, going blah, and fucking snorting out fucking fire out his nose, be like, he just fucking brings boulders with him and punches them in half before he even gets to the fight.
I want to see.
I'm on board with that.
I want to see that Batman versus Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Marcel! I'm Batman and I'm mad at you.
Lex, we got a problem here. This is fucked.
Speaking of, I fucked up the couch with my air kick. Yeah, look, you're completely right about Goldberg. He is the Superman character. The only time he ever lost was with shenanigans. But there's just, and you and I have a complete disagreement on this anyway. I think at the end of the day, you need people who look like wrestlers. And he is the most wrestler dude of all time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's up
unlike, look, I'm not saying he's 100% clean. He probably uses that fucking Mark McGuire shit that is clean.
Creatine.
Creatine, right.
Delicious.
He creates all the teams.
Oh, yeah.
But Goldberg looks like a real person. He looks like a person who just fucking blasts his quads all the time at the gym. You know, Scott Steiner comes out and it's impressive, but people aren't like that.
Right, it's freakish.
Goldberg comes out and it's like, this guy is a fucking monster. Like, if I saw him in the street going blah, I'd fucking run the other direction.
Especially throwing boulders at you.
I want a blah.
Come here.
Blah t-shirt.
Come here. Okay, sit. Sit. Good boy.
I mean, I kind of get it. I don't agree with it, but I kind of get it.
Sure. And then that's fine. We're allowed to disagree.
Yeah. I just feel like at this point, WCW needed to use him more than they did up until when all this happened. Unless it was like an injury thing. I don't remember. I don't know. But he was desperate. The WCW needed him. And this is the perfect time to reintroduce him.
Well, the other problem is he's a terrible worker. He can't sell for shit.
But you don't need that. It's only going to be like 3-4 minutes, and he's gonna get his win back. That's what he should have done, and I'm glad he did. Spoiler. Greg, who won?
Scott Steiner wins.
Now you're just pushing it. You're trying too hard.
Mark set me up.
I was hoping for a Goldberg.
Blame him. Goldberg
So,
wins.
the end of this match, we get what we expect. We get a Nash low blow after some ref bumps.
It was weird for Goldberg to do low blow, but I guess he's he's a whatever.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because it's kind of showing like him being frustrated with the whole situation. Like,
sure.
If you're gonna cheat, I'm gonna fucking cheat too.
And Nash had low blowed him earlier.
Right.
So,
that all makes sense.
Luger jumps in and takes just the most
boy
garbage bump.
He Luger's twice. He's like, wow. Wow! He's in for 4 seconds and he gets 2 Luger woes in.
He takes a big boot and then he rolls right into a glue trap. It's unfortunate.
One of the biggest disappointments I've had in the last week is I posted a really funny picture on the Twitter account of him doing a karate chop, and I could just hear it in my mind. Just I was seeing the picture, it was like, hi-ya! It just came into my mind so clearly, and I was so proud of that one. I was mad it didn't get as much traction as some of the other posts, but that to me was really funny.
Yeah, when after that happens, we get the spear, which I will say, Nash takes that spear like a champ.
Nash, when it comes to time to sell, sold. So,
I have zero problem with Nash.
I have none. I like Nash a lot.
I mean,
not in this match, not in any match.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing what we know about him backstage,
but
I mean, he
Nash
puts on fun matches.
At this point, he's booking up until Russo shows up.
When does Russo show up?
August. So we're in
2
April.
months.
So
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Like legit, these matches are uninspired. So
that's a good way to describe it.
I'm ready for something inspired. Good, bad, Russo good, whatever you want to think. This is a stale product to me. I'm ready for something else.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, I mean, going through this, it's amazing how many of the, even Scott Steiner versus Booker T, which I actually thought was an okay match, there's no story behind it. It was just like, I want the U.S. belt. No, I do. Cool.
I am not saying
I'm going to vacate the belt, and then you guys fight over it.
Right.
These are perfectly serviceable matches, but I don't feel like I'm being presented with something fresh or new or interesting or any of that. Like this is same old shit.
Yep.
You had a really good pizza, 4 nights ago,
this
has been just sitting in the box on the stove for 4 days, and it's like, oh, there's still 1 slice left. Well, I guess.
I mean, it won't kill me, so.
You know what you're getting. But
it's
not
sustenance.
Yeah.
These calories will sustain me until I can maybe order another pizza from the WWF pizza joint. What? They're closed?
You get 1 pizza. I'm
not saying Russo's good. I think I enjoy what he does, but I'm not saying he was good for the business. But I just at the end of the day, at least he tried, and I got to give him some credit for that.
I am very much looking forward to our discussion upon Russo when he shows up, because it'll be interesting to see it from the perspective that we've seen. We've gone from the beginning of the NWO to this point. We all know we've seen post Russo WCW. So it'll be really interesting to see what he does when he has the product. Do we enjoy more than I think other fans would? So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. I've got a few. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We get a video package for the Four Corners match that's just about to happen.
Mhm.
I wish they would stop calling it a Four Corners match. It's,
It's not a 4 corners match.
Right. They're not all standing in one corner tagging them in. It's everybody just fighting. It doesn't, A Four Corners match is you have four people.
Four-corner dance?
Yeah. But
But
even then,
4 corners match is when you had to touch all 4 corners.
No, that's
No. There's a word for that. I forgot what
the bull rope match used to do
yeah,
that?
or any sort of like road match. But to me, Four Corners is you're all one guy, one guy, one guy, one guy, and you're not just fighting each other constantly. It's not a tornado match. You have to tag the other guy in, and then the other guy comes in. That's to me a
No.
Four Corners. Other way, it's
Who
fucked
the
up.
fuck cares?
Yeah, right. Other way, it's fucked up.
Not Eric Bischoff, that's for sure.
Nope.
Moving on, so here we are, the match number 9, your main event.
Thank God.
No buffer.
No buffer.
Yeah, weird. Very strange. Maybe they
Check
went out of
bounce.
Tacoma. Yeah.
Somebody, was it Pendra who gives the intro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was just weird. It was, Buffer always will show up to collect $1.25 million, so.
For the WCW World title, with special guest referee Macho Man with Gorgeous George.
Dang.
Love you.
Who was
Holy
this
shit.
Gorgeous George
A
character?
real life girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, real life girlfriend of the Macho Man at the time.
That's sad.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think she had anything to do with wrestling. It was just probably she hung out with Macho, and Bischoff was like,
Hey, that
"Damn,
girl's hot.
yeah, right." That's how Sable got hired.
Yep.
She showed up to with Mark Narrow to sign his contract, and Vince is like, jeez.
So he tried to get her contract. He was like, "Oh, we're gonna sign you both."
Yeah, right. It's very Vince.
Hey, now Mark, you're gone.
Yeah, by Narrow.
You fight D'Lo for a while.
How
Okay.
does 3 years sound of you fighting D'Lo? Well, at least not having Buff though. I remember I got to this point in the pay-per-view, and I'm kind of slowing down. I'm like, at least Buff. I don't have to sit through 20 minutes of a Buffer introduction. At least I can get right to the match. So
Yeah, that's fine. You get Ric Flair, your champion. Hulk Hogan, Sting,
Yep.
DDP. Glad to see him back.
When was the
Yeah.
last time we saw Sting?
he was Tomato Sting.
A tag match, I think, with the Giants
Yeah.
at Halloween Havoc.
One of
So
them.
it's been a long time.
Really
been a
long.
while,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He needed time to recover. I do remember at this point, and also
From what?
Injured. Just the stuff was piling up on him. I mean, it was little stuff.
You got it.
Yeah.
Was it Starcade? Was he a Starcade thing? Maybe.
Maybe I can't remember. He
This
was banged up. He needed time for just cleanup surgery. I think it was.
This is his first main event in a long time.
Yeah.
People are hyped for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier they were chanting we want Sting.
Right.
Maybe during the disco match?
No, it's good. It's honestly good to see him here. He is a staple of WCW. So at least this whole on paper, this match looked like it was going to be awesome.
Right.
Now you have some backstory though, I guess.
No, not really.
No, about Hogan in this one. Did you have anything in it?
No, I
Okay.
honestly I watched half this 3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and then I watched the other half this morning. I just could not be fucked to do enough research on it.
Well,
If you have
Hogan.
anything to say, go right ahead.
Yeah. So Hogan got in this match. Hogan leaves halfway through it.
Right.
Right.
Yes, he did.
Because he gets they put him in the Iron Cross, right? Which is that
Yeah.
awesome ring post.
Figure four.
Love the
Fucking
shit out of that.
love
Best
that
thing
move.
Bret Hart says. Wait, where's Bret Hart?
Uh,
Great.
Yeah. He hasn't been mule kicked in the head into oblivion yet. So, so in this match, Hulk Hogan got hurt. This was not supposed to be a 4-way match. Okay, this was supposed to be. I think this was supposed to be another Ric Flair Hogan match, straight up, which would maybe the 4th time in a row we would have seen Ric
Yeah.
Flair
Well,
versus
maybe
Hogan.
we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but so Hogan legitimately gets hurt. I forgot how. Sometime before this, so they have to improvise and add these other guys, but they don't want to pull Hogan because
he's a draw.
Right, he's a draw. So they have him do half the match, play it safe, and then they get him out of the match to avoid anything. And also Hogan probably loves that because now he doesn't have to get pinned. It's not I have to look bad. I can't be in a match where I lose. I'm
Yeah, but
injected.
you
I get the
Bitch.
sympathy. I get the sympathy from the crowd.
Right, yeah. So
Alright.
that's the backstory to that is Hogan was removed from the match a week, 2 weeks before, and then they made it into a 4-way match.
I'm fine with that because it's not like he was super injured and he did a diving elbow off a cage.
Jesus.
To be oh yeah, I need a reason to not wrestle for a while.
Yeah.
What if I just neck myself?
Oh man, that Macho Man thing, by the way, where he jumps off the cage, is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I was super hyped to see Macho back. I
Yeah.
did miss him.
That was cool.
I'm over it.
No, I like this Macho. This Macho's fun.
This is not okay. Maybe this Macho Man is different.
Yeah.
This I haven't had a Macho Man yet that I wanted, like in WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
You know, and part of that is because we started with the inception of the NWO, and he's basically been black and white Macho the entire time.
Yeah.
beady-eyed fuck.
Right, beady-eyed
Right.
fuck Macho Man.
Lady molesting Macho was
Yeah.
a weird one.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
That was when we're done with WCWTF. I still think that Kimberly Page, we totally raped the shit out of her moment is like
The worst.
right, like end of the line
Yeah.
WCWTF moment. That's it for
Yeah.
me.
It was just Macho. At this point, I like his team madness when it comes in. It's like he's got the 3 women who kind of do all of his bidding for him, and they kind of like screw around with all the dudes, and like Medusa actually talks, and that's awesome. I like that. It's an interesting dynamic where he has like this group of like a harem that follows him around, and then eventually they had Sid. I was like Sid.
Do we ever get our Macho Man back? Do we ever get
No.
flying?
No.
No, it's all madness.
It's all. That's it. It's over.
Does it ever come back?
No.
No, it's not
He
like
never
when
goes
Hogan.
back to the Fed because he porked
Right.
Stephanie.
Right.
It's not like when Hogan goes back to the the red and yellow and like, oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, we're not that far from that.
Oh,
So-
no, that's within a year.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah.
because that's the Yappa Pie match at least.
Yappa pie. Oh, I can't wait.
But I mean, yeah, this is our Macho now.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
he's kind of a shadow of himself, which
What
is a
a
bummer.
shame. It makes me sad.
I just honestly, because you were mentioning old Macho, and I thought of like the cowboy hat. Do you remember earlier in the night where they had Disco versus Conan, and Disco came
Yeah.
with a cowboy hat and kept
Yeah.
talking about the cowboy hat all the way down to the ring?
Yeah.
Like just talking to the camera. He's like, I got a cowboy hat! Check it out! It's silver, it reflects, it's really neat!
I am the Macho now.
Check me out!
Cat's like, you're talking the loudest, I come to you.
Yes!
And they're like,
Match is. I don't think it's great. I mean, I'm not a fan of this one.
No, I was so bored.
it's a
with it.
fucking plotter.
Yeah.
Like, nobody does anything cool. And then
They
we
basically.
have a nonsensical Macho turn.
Yeah. Yeah, the ending
Or
was
not
strange.
turn, or who the
Right.
fuck knows.
Another one of those things, tune into Nitro tomorrow to find out,
Right.
They split up immediately, so it's like DDP and Sting fighting in the ring, and and then Hogan and Flair on the outside,
Yep.
and then it's incredibly slow pin breakups and stuff until Hogan leaves, and then it's more incredibly slow pin breakups until Flair gets Sting in the longest figure 4.
Mm-hmm.
Never ending. It's still going on.
I can pop Greg in
Some
figure
say.
4 right now, and we can both take naps.
And when was the last time you saw a match end with a figure 4? I mean, seriously, think about it. Like, has he ever? It's like his finisher, but it was his finisher in the '70s.
Last month.
When did he use it with the figure? Did he actually count? Oh, was that when he was knocked out?
Yeah,
yeah.
He put Hogan in figure 4, and he was unconscious,
Yeah, right.
and there was a bunch of fuckery,
Mhm.
and then figure 4 wins.
Right, right.
Bam.
Served.
I don't
Good
remember
hand.
that.
It was when Hogan was unconscious and bloody
Yeah.
and in the cage.
By the way,
don't remember.
the cage match I just recently saw with the
That's fine.
WWE, I saw the cage and all I could think about was like Hogan would find a way. Damn. Hogan would find a way to fuck that up. You know, Hogan would be looking instantly for the door, be like, "All right, brother."
It's Hogan's inability to adhere to the rules are so ridiculous to me.
We just sent him a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
You have
Dear
two.
Hulk, stop feuding with Beefer. Also, here's a rule book.
Mhm.
Fucking learn it, you schmuck.
Signed.
P.S. Tell Beaver to suck a dick.
Signed. An
Sign.
interested party.
Kilogram.
Love, Stevie Ray.
I can't wrestle for shit, but at least I know the rules. Duke of Thunder out.
I had to find like
Thunder out.
I had to find like the best Stevie Ray signed picture too. Like what's one that's like him front and center, like not just like
Yeah,
far
right.
away. Like what's it, just his face.
I wish you had one of him missing someone with a punch.
Any screen cap of any match.
Yeah, right? Stevie, you there? Stevie's missing a punch.
Oh, he whipped it.
Ah.
Oh, he's selling anyway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he fell over.
Stevie is selling his own punch.
When's,
Guys.
When's Bash at the Beach? We're approaching it, right?
Yeah.
It's a year, right?
Yeah.
We got Effie's coming up. I
We
can't
do.
wait.
Yeah,
Yep.
very soon. I think it's this. Well, anyway, we'll talk about it at the end. What's your?
I mean, finish is pretty easy on this one. Greg kind of went through it already.
Yep.
Sting locks, or Flair locks Sting in the longest figure 4 in history. And then Macho just gets as bored as I do, and then elbow drops him off the top
That
rope.
seems like the only inspiration for
Right.
this.
He's like, this is going on too long.
Too long.
Yeah.
Let me move you over.
Yeah.
Let me fucking. Also, they don't call it an elbow drop.
No, what do they
They
call it?
call it.
Elbow slam.
They call it something different.
An elbow
it's
man
like
slam.
a top rope elbow slam or something.
That's
It's
stupid.
That's awful.
That might be another Tony Schiavone just like not giving a shit at this point.
I don't like to give out on people. You know, I'm sure Tony did his best.
Well, first off, we both know that's not true.
I think at certain points Tony gives up. I think all the announcers give up at a certain point. Really do.
Yeah, this was something else. Though.
Hard to stay motivated, I think, when you're just I don't blame them though. You hear all the horror stories of hearing about stuff maybe 20 minutes before they went on the air, or the format changing. Imagine if you guys are doing this is your job, and every 5 minutes somebody's giving you new sheets. No, this is what you have to say now. No, this is what you have to say
this
now.
is the new shit.
I'd be like,
yeah.
I would.
All right.
I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll give it little effort as possible now.
It's definitely, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good.
But
Do you guys want a really, really depressing revelation to
Yeah.
bust out on you?
sure.
Those guys don't give a fuck. They were paid. We're doing this shit for free.
That's true.
Wow, Cap, you were just gonna ruin this fucking stream.
No, didn't we? We have sponsors, right?
We didn't have a sponsor this week.
Oh, no, we didn't. I forgot.
Malenko reads the classics. Oh, it was the
Tonight's,
the best of times.
Tonight's sponsor
It was
is...
the worst of time. That sounds like my time in the WCW. I was a horseman, you know.
I wrestled this Armstrong guy. He went 45 minutes. Here's a blow for blow.
Instant classic. So I came to the ring. This is a Dickensian blow for blow of my Scott Armstrong match. From Oklahoma City. It was a Saturday Night Lightning. The crowd was tepid. It was 1,500 strong at the American Legion down the road. I came blazing to the match. Malenko blazing. It was a steady. Well, I set the metronome to 143. It seems fast to you, but when you're walking at that pace, I'm 143 my way to the ring, and Scott Armstrong was already there. He was playing to the crowd. He was Armstrong, as I like to call it. It's a callback, okay? So,
It's an insider term.
you're right. It's an insider term, Armstronging. It's when you're flexing, but it's not impressive because you're an Armstrong. So Scott Armstrong was in the ring already, and I got to the ring at a 143, and then I made a face to the crowd. It was a very stern Malenko face, and then the bell rang. I distinctly remember this bell because it was 3 ring. Usually it's just 1 ring. I must have had a new Oklahoma City bell ringer. Well, anyway,
It was dulcet tone.
it was like a B flat bell ring. Ding, ding, ding. I said, "All right, Scott, we grappled. We were decided to call the match, but then Scott, what are you comfortable doing?" And he said, Dean, you're the pro here, man." And I was like, "I know. I am the best. I am Dean fucking Malenko. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. That's ring talk. I don't want common people to understand. It was locker room talk. That's inappropriate for story time. I am the freaking professional here." So I said, "Well, Scott, let's just do some Irish whipping." So he Irish whipped me around the ring. And I, in turn, Irish whipped him around the ring. And we're just going back and forth and back and forth. This was the first 2 minutes of our 45-minute slugfest. At that time, I said, we grappled again. Scott said, gee, that looked really good. I said, of course it did. I'm Dean freaking Malenko. I toned it down for you that time. Alright, I didn't say the other F word. The one that Jesus frowns on. What? Dean, what do you want to do next? That's what Scott said. I said, Scott, that was really good. I'm very proud of you. Alright, you get a sticker later. You get a sticker on the sticker wall. The Malenko sticker wall. For good Irish whips.
I want a Malenko sticker wall. Just Chiquita's banana sticker.
Alright, I gotta stop.
That's good.
So DDP's new champion.
Thank you. Oh.
He celebrates.
Oh, thank you.
We'll figure out what Macho's up to tomorrow night. And we're out.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yep, that's it.
Catch you on the flip-flop Malenko pants.
Wow.
Wow. Oh.
That was something. God, Greg, you fucking killed me. That might have been the longest. That might have been the longest Malenko you've ever done.
Oh, I should have kept going, but I know time.
No, I loved it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's like the highlight
I was
every single time. I love
Hyped to see where you were going.
Stop it.
I have no idea where that's going to go in the podcast.
Stop it.
the Malenko sticker wall.
I want
for good Irish whippings.
Good Irish whips.
Good Irish.
Oh.
You got me on that one.
I wanna-
2 minutes of Irish.
I want to do like a GIF or GIF and just blink like with the cartoon jaw. Like I just do your voice over it.
What are you doing, you dumbass? Get off.
I'm going full Malenko.
It's like, oh, I'll buy Thai instead.
Yeah.
I got good Irish whips.
Do you want Irish with me?
Banana stickers.
It's just assorted stickers. You can't be bothered to go and buy stickers.
Just whatever comes.
Yeah, right.
They're those like March of Dimes address stickers, address labels. This is all I have. You have to donate for me.
Your name here.
Those kids need you, Scott.
Match of the night, MVP.
Yes.
Let's go through our closing arguments here.
All right.
Match of the night.
I'm just gonna tag match. That was fun. Like just because it stood out to me as like another really good tag match that we've had in a row. I always like Raven tag matches. And Greg, you actually put up a good point where like the other three guys were like elevated so much as having Raven there, and they would have just bogged it up. They would have been a bad match somewhere else. So
yeah, for
I want to say that tag match.
I don't really have a good answer. I guess the Scott Steiner, whoever the fuck
Booker T.
Booker T.
Yeah.
I guess that was a fine match. I like Scott Steiner enough. Literally nothing on this pay-per-view left any impression on me whatsoever, other than Blitzkrieg sucks.
He is a blank slate on this show.
I'm not even kidding. I watched it twice. I don't remember anything.
I'm proud of you for watching it twice. I really am.
Cash.
I'm gonna, as much as I love that tag match, I'm gonna give it to Bam Bam and Hack.
That was good.
Hardcore Hack.
Yeah, I would have liked that match more if it wasn't a rehash of the one we saw the week before without Raven, who makes a match.
Right.
So, like, it was totally fine. It wasn't as good as what we just saw, and it didn't have Raven.
MVP, I think, is the obvious choice. It's Blitzkrieg.
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 Yep,
Yeah,
no doubt.
No problem there.
Sure. Most memorable person, for sure.
Maybe Hoovy for not dying to Blitzkrieg.
Good job,
Good,
Hoovy.
good job surviving that one. If I had to give a real one, no, you know what? I'm gonna say Hoovy just for surviving. I like that. I like
You did
that.
it, Hoovy. Oh boy, MVP, huh? Fuck, I don't know. Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner's great. I don't have an answer. There's nothing on the
Scott
pay-per-view that
Steiner's a good answer
remember,
too.
man.
Scott Steiner's a good
Like,
one.
That's a fun answer.
His heel work at the beginning was so good. I'm okay with that.
Greg's gonna be mad, but I'm actually having to say Blitzkrieg.
Wow. How is he the MVP? He can be your shining light. He can't be your MVP.
Why not?
Most valuable player. Most likely to fuck up Juventud Guerrero's neck.
Maybe that's why I value that player.
Most likely T F J G N. That's the award that goes to Blitzkrieg.
I'm kind of mad now that we only get one episode with Blitzkrieg. I like the fact that he upset you so much.
That was a good shirt right there, just Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, right, yeah. Hashtag F.
All the letters
M
Yeah.
F. Most likely ML.
Most likely to fuck up Juventude's next.
So Blitzkrieg, tied MVP.
No, it's not him. It's
Oh, good.
Pass. Is pass?
Pass. Yes.
I think Steiner's a good one. I think that's
Look, Steiner's fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when we just default give it to Jericho. Steiner's the new Jericho.
yeah.
I
Yeah, I'm gonna
guess.
say yeah, sure, why not?
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Least memorable
Raven.
pay-per-view of all time.
Raven.
Oh, Raven, there you go. That's a good one too.
Sure.
Maybe
We'll
Raven.
assume that he booked that match.
Shining Light.
Oh boy.
You know what? I wish the announcers sold it better, but like that greetings from Ashbury Park through the table with the fire extinguisher, that was a cool moment.
That was excellent.
moment.
It really would have been better if like Tony didn't say like, ah, that doesn't hurt.
Little,
Yeah.
like take that, put in a little Joey Styles. Oh my god.
Yeah, right. That would have been cool.
Wait,
Like
right.
that move by itself is cool. So.
Yeah.
Shining Light. Holy fuck. I don't know. It's got to be something. Jericho's on it.
Jericho fighting with
10
Bockwinkel
seconds that we
during-
saw Jericho.
Jericho fighting with Bockwinkel. Sure, Jericho. I'll go.
That Hoobie driver off the top rope, I think, was fucking dope.
That was cool. Yeah.
Hoovy driver off the top. I don't remember that.
It was the first match. You yelled at it for like 15 minutes.
No, I yelled about Blitzkrieg. I don't remember anything.
He
You
took
What about
He
the
took a Hoobie driver off
the
the-
Frankensteiner that Scotty did? That was pretty impressive.
Pass.
Okay.
And our WCWTF moment of the night, the most important award of the evening.
Oh, okay. This is super obvious. This is like no-brainer. Mark can pick a different one because I know what he wants.
Yep.
That moment where Blitzkrieg, like, Hoovy's going for a move, and I think it's the first of the epic botches. I think Blitzkrieg is supposed to reverse it, but instead he like slips, and then they just sort of like tickle each other for a little while, and then they just both fall over. That was the most botched thing I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life. I've never seen a move. I've never seen a botch worse than that. That wasn't like, you know, somebody just straight up missing. Like Kalisto once missed his springboard and just fucking landed on the ropes and bounced for a little while. That was the most amateur shit I've ever seen on a professional show. End of story. I cannot believe that someone left Blitzkrieg in a fucking ring.
He's real mad about this.
Yeah, he really is.
I've never seen anything like it. And then that was just the first epic botch.
Is he going to be
It
for,
was like 3 more.
for your Effies? I mean, he's pretty much. Does he have a spot locked down in the bottom 5?
Look, I don't know. Maybe like Stevie Ray is just perpetually the worst. You know what I mean?
He is.
So like, do you want a shooting star that burns out fast, or do you want like a supernova that's just dying a slow death and then explodes and becomes a black hole?
Was
like the son of.
Wasn't here for a long time, just a good time.
Right. So like, I don't know. That's a discussion for Effie time.
Yeah.
But boy, Blitzkrieg, what the fuck are you? I'm Blitzkrieg. The fuck out of this ring.
You didn't fall over or tickle.
Shouldn't even let the match happen.
Yeah.
Penzer should have gone up to him and be like, "What's? All right, buddy. We're gonna have to ask you to."
Hoobie versus Blitzkrieg. No.
Penzer.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. Silver King. Come on now.
The Oklahoma City 10.
Hector Garza.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hector Garza and his cult that follows him
Hey,
around.
I'm here. I am ready to wrestle. I'm
Mark,
glad you called me.
Mark, what's your MVP?
Uh,
no, that's not what
No,
we're
the
WCWTF.
You almost convinced me on Blitzkrieg now, but now the the Rey Mysterio segment.
Sure.
I think that's pretty obvious for me. I love that. I love Mark Madden looming over him.
Get out of Sting's way. Come on.
Sting can barely see. Just that whole thing was really funny to me. The shitty graphics on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So, and like nobody knew when the segment started, and it just petered off. That was good. That was really funny.
Boy, hell yeah. Ty.
Yeah, that man, that was gonna be mine. I don't think anything really topped that, especially when there's just that little graphic that says Spring Stampede, and then the horse is like,
Right.
boom,
Right.
boom.
You have your animation go over your bug that tells you what website to go to. I mean, it's so 101. It's so simple. Don't do that shit.
Did you have like Eugene running the board on that one point?
So bad.
Fucking Craig Leathers.
Man.
Fucking Craig Leathers. You know Shivani hates him. I think I said
I
that
know,
before,
yeah.
What's coming up next, guys? What are we at?
Oh, is it one of the beaches?
No, it can't be.
No,
We're in
one
April.
more
That's right.
there.
April, May. What is it? Oh, Slamboree. I think it's Slamboree.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's Slamboree.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
See, it's weird because I generally like Spring Stampedes and I generally like Slamborees, so I'm hopeful. I like
T-minus 1 year till Ready to Rumble.
Oh yeah,
man.
boy. Triple K.
Yes.
Cool.
The king.
Take us out, Ty.
Yeah.
So I just want to double check the issue. I'm pretty sure it's.
Yeah, if it's Slamboree, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Slamboree. God knows what we're going to see. I'm assuming DDP is in the main event because he won this
Yeah,
match
he
as
is
the world
probably.
champion.
Unless he's just. I'm sure DDP at this point is just transitional champion.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure too. But you know what? It was nice in that main event to see him win. He did have like genuine emotion,
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking thank God. You know, like, I worked my ass off for this, so that was nice. So I'm assuming next one is DDP versus somebody. Unless he loses it on Nitro tomorrow to fucking Blitzkrieg. World champion.
For the WCWTF podcast, I have been your host, the man of 1,004 names, Tyrell Cowboy Pun. You can find me on Twitter at 1,004 names. Don't forget to check us out at idiotswithmice.com, as well as on Twitter at WCWTF podcast.
There it is.
You
Yeah,
see
right.
everything.
Right.
I don't know which. Big
It
boobs.
looks like I'm pointing at cash right now.
He doesn't want to.
What else was I saying here?
Patreon.
If you like what we do, please give us a rate and review. It helps us out greatly. And if you really like what we do, hit us up on Patreon. Patreon.com/WCWTF podcast. We're looking for our first donor. We've got
It
a,
could be you.
It could be you.
We've
And
got
you
some-
could be our favorite forever.
And then you. And then, not you. You. Right there. Like you.
we've got
Nice hat.
Especially you, Steven. You're our favorite.
we've got a
Steven's
full
gonna shit himself.
full podcast up there to listen to for our donors. We have a second one coming. We've also got some fun tiers,
Yeah.
donation tiers. We will review anything you want us to.
Anything.
Doesn't matter.
That will.
Yep.
You know what?
That Harley Quinn Ice Bernholtz yogurt thing.
We'll
We'll
do
review
it.
it.
That's no problem.
We'll review it.
If-
Spoiler alert, A+.
You're gonna send in that fanfic. Get yourself a Patreon. Get that too.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll review that.
We'll review that.
That'll be great. No problem with that. I'm a aggressive top, by the way. So just if you want to get accurate on that.
We
We're
all
all
that's
of
not
us
true.
are tough. It's real weird. We just chase each other around the room.
We arm wrestle for supremacy.
That's right.
But
We're like a three-way arm wrestle.
We're all too weak to go anywhere.
It's real sad.
It's
Really-
non-stop rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
That's what we consider foreplay. Hey, and I'm Megastar Mark. You can follow me at Megastar Mark, as Ty said. Follow us on at WCWTF Podcast on Twitter. We always have crowds of WCW and Lex Luger pictures on the daily. And then whatever type of weird shit I find on Nitros or pay-per-views, I'll throw up there, get some debate going. So it's a fun time. Give us a follow.
Yep. I am Killer Greg. You can find me at KillerGreg17 on Twitter. There we go.
Killer Greg and I do live streams or
That's
game
right.
streams
Yes.
on Twitch
Yeah.
TV, twitch.tv/WC or YouTube.com/idiots with mics.
Which is where you're watching this right now.
Yes.
So just,
So it's easy.
just
Don't
follow this and keep going.
keep running on this. Keep it running
No.
all the time on your
That's
computer. Don't shut it off.
That's
Probably
right.
you saw me earlier today solo playing somebody number 9.
I was too busy setting this shit up.
Yeah.
Pink doesn't happen on its own.
Nope.
We've
This
been
is all
doing.
me.
I'll be doing some Street Fighter. I'll be doing some retro games very
Nice.
soon. So check us
Yeah.
out there. We have a lot of fun stuff, and we're be doing some fun fighting game things in the future.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
enjoy.
nobody look. Nobody look.
No,
This
spoilers.
is spoilers.
It's for the
Spoilers.
future.
Abort,
Don't look at that.
abort, abort.
I didn't see Spiky Boy though.
Ah,
Yeah.
Woo!
guess what?
I wonder what
In a
it
year,
is.
Ric Flair is still very important to WCW.
Man, my heart sailed though. We saw Vince Russo for
I
like a
know,
split
so-
second.
oh. Cool. All right, let's end this shit.
Hey,
Hey, so join us next time for WCW Slamboree 1999.
That's right. Say goodbye, Cash.
Goodbye, Cash.
goodbye, Greg.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Oh, I should tell